and 100. If she would have transitioned before I cleared my name, I would have hunted them. Every one of them playing these silly games. That 1-800 ambulance chaser would have wished one came. But 911 is a joke. Public enemy #1, I've been ranked. The rock's not crumbling. The leprechauns have magically run out of pranks. Your son on the federal jail line mumbling something about having too much in his drink. You know how dumb that is? Another one fumbled his, wonder how I get the blame. His teeth is tumbling out their mouth and somehow I'm the one who done it. It's a murder mystery game. You had to cash cow and thunk it. Was you who punked his? I'm the one who strummed the pain. That hill you can die on. It's way too much flat that comes from those planes. I'm killing them softly. What's understood don't need to be explained. You want it one way, it's the other. I still on you suckers, I maul you niggas gang. I ain't much for me, it's no how. Cancel the brunches, I remember the hunger pain. The price of the bricks going up. It's gonna cost you a beat to even say my name. Number one, the king. My children and some of them, have you niggas no shame? Y'all trying to get under skin? I really get under skin. Ask Unharm playing. Y'all thugs with y'all thumbs again. Everybody think they're the ones insane. You're no maniac. Watch y'all saniac in my presence, nigga shrink. I need a new therapist. This shit is not working. I'm truly on the brink. Y'all better not encourage him. Y'all don't want me to think these thoughts that I think. That nut-ass nigga still stuttering. That chatty patty down on his luck again. Quest introducing me to Jaguar. I don't know why I still fuck with him. You wonder why I do the freestyle rehearsal. That lady back on the stuff, she sound like she in love with him. Her king can't even take their kids. Enough of them. A rapper can't be my eye. I got MAGA Republicans. Them shots came from the very top of the government. Good luck with them. I'm governed by God. You trying to break the government. I brain for 40 days. My neck get flooded again. Wrist get flooded again. My net worth went up again. My next update, the jig is up. I got up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again. Niggas look up the hole. I never looked up to them. Your publishing gangster, go talk tough to them. Don't talk success to me. You niggas is workers. In perpetuity is how your contract is worded. Don't make me go man. The roots remember, even when the trees pretend, not too much of my name. Don't forget who I am. Hattie loves her Shawnees. S-H-A-W-N. I find it adorable she put the S at the end. You don't know, the show ain't even begin. I say, you don't know, the show ain't even begin.
It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C-Chum, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends are back.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Sean wears tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when the summer comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Yeah. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Every day.
My son wears
Tight shirts. To the gym or wherever.
tight shirts.
Shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. June 1st, June 1st, June 1st. Yes, it is June 1st, and we are here. We got a lot. I'm trying to wait till Jay Black or Sexy Mo get up on here. We got a few guests coming on today. I guess that comment was probably dope or hypocritical. I don't know if that comment should have been there. All right. So good morning, y'all. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I had a busy weekend. The weekend was good, blessed, and all that good stuff. Radio station, high paying job. And then there was the Roots picnic that happened that has taken over social media and flooded it. For those who didn't see, Jay-Z performed obviously the first night. A bunch of people performed. But Jay-Z is the main event for the first night. Second night, Erykah Badu. I'm sure she was excellent. That just happened, has not hit social media on the second day. For those on here, before I get to these good mornings, Jay-Z let off a freestyle at his show, and it's caused a ruckus throughout the entertainment business, the TikTok world, the Instagram world, all the social media is taking off on their views and opinions, and we're gonna talk about it. Also, we have we may have two guests today. One to talk about his opinion on Jay-Z. The other one, it's a little surprise. It's not a superstar slayer, a little surprise, because I think this is something that the Takeover Legends may need. And I think you may need it also. So give us some time, because you know, with the guests, we've been doing well. Guests have been showing up and popping up and doing their thing and then been on time and sometimes even a little early. But I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx nothing. So that should be around 8 o'clock. We'll see what time Jay Black or Sexy Mo gets on here. Do I have the score on? For those who don't know, who just joining in for the first time and you saw the Jay-Z freestyle, dope or hypocritical, I have a contest to see who's going to be here on time and who gets here first. Between my two other hosts, Jay Black and Sexy Mo. It's a weird thing. If you've never seen the show, you're like, how the hell? That's what you got to do. It's a little ploy because they're both competitive. And sometimes it's just the game is turned into who's going to get here less late. Like, who's going to get here less late? you just never know. Who's going to get here less late? That's what it's. That's exactly what it's. Yeah, you can laugh. That's exactly. That's your answer. It's not who's going to get here first. It's who's going to be less late to the show. So we'll see what time somebody comes. If not, you got me to yourself. You got me to yourself, and you know what I say. It's like when Bobby Brown left New Edition and took over the world. We can rock out. We can get into it. But first, let's get into these good mornings on this Monday morning. That is weird. I still don't know why that does that. All right, Ashabu. What up, Ashabu? Good morning. Blessings, beautiful people. Rise and shine on this magnificent Monday. Good morning, Ashabu. The one-hander. For those who just joining the show, the one-hand means that's the amount of people she's had sex with her entire life. She's a one-hander, which is remarkable. Jay Black don't believe her. I believe her. Good morning. Good morning, LaShawn. Good morning. LaShawn saying good morning, everybody. There's a lot of things that go on with this StreamYard thing right here. Boy, one day I wish they had a survey. Good morning, KT. What up, mama? What's going on there? Everybody saying good morning to each other. Here we go, Sean. How do I know you play his freestyle this morning? Jay Black is proud. Well, I don't, well, we're gonna talk about it. Penguins blue waving tear. Don't know anything of what that means, but God bless. Doesn't mean it doesn't make sense. It just means Michael Sean don't know what the hell you talking about. Doesn't mean it doesn't make sense. It might make perfect sense. Yoli, what up? It might make perfect sense to everybody else. Good morning. The Rashida somewhere on here. Good morning, Rashida. Did you go? Did you go to the Roots picnic? Yoli, what is he talking about, Willis? Oh, that's what he's talking about. He's talking about Drake. He's talking about Tory Lane. He's talking about Tory Lane's father. He's talking about lawyer Tony Bisbee when he's talking about the ambulance chaser 911 is a joke. Who am I missing? Jaguar Wright. Obviously, he mentioned her name. Shit, if I listen to it again, he might have been taking shots at Taylor Swift. I don't know. Did I get everybody? Drake. Did I say Drake? Drake. Yeah, Drake. Definitely Drake. Drake is the comment when Jay-Z says the jig is up. Drake took a shot at Jay-Z on the album that he just released. So, but I'll show you. I'm trying to wait till Jay gets here so we don't go through a bunch of stuff. Yoli, exactly. Blah blah blah. I know a lot of y'all ain't into the hip hop thing, but it's huge. It's huge. Everybody. Yoli. Good morning, TOF fans. Miss Clark, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? We're older demographic, but there are a lot of people in here who know what I'm talking about. But Jay will be proud. I'm sure Jay's proud. Jay wanted to go. Truth be told, I didn't. Congrats to the champ. Oh, Miss Clark. Was that the MMA? Well, I don't know if it's MMA. Is that MMA? And was that your son that won with the vicious knockout, which was incredible? I've always liked Nas over Jay-Z, but Jay standing on business is always cool to hear. Freestyles. Well, once again, I'm not trying to jump. Lunatic was good. Lunatic was good. Good morning, Lunatic. Salute to the chat. Lunatic's in Cali waiting up early. I think he explained the schedule and why he's up so early. We appreciate you, dog. Good morning to the host with the most, Michael Sean, J Black, Queen Mo. Thank you. Until we'll see what time they get here. And Jay sent me a clip. Good morning. Good morning, Tawana. Tawana sent me some clips. She was at the Roots picnic. We should probably get you on here too. And we got to catch up. Today's a good day for me to give you a call. I got to run to the radio station, and then I'll have time. I got to take the twins out to lunch, and then I will have time to holler so we can catch up. Sean, good morning, blessings, and congratulations to the champ. Yes, congratulations to the champ. That was a vicious knock. I was like, well, damn. I thought I was going to see some scrapping for the pow, 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 pow. Miss Clark, go ahead. I'll take the point. It's 4 a.m. Damn, 4 a.m. Jeez, God bless. Yeah, Miss Clark, I know you're proud. That was some exquisite violence. I'm a boxing fan. Yes. Less late. Yes, Katie. Whoever's less fucking late at this point. Lunatic said he's here. Let's see what else we got. Afro Queen, what up? Good morning, mama. You deserve it. Legs, what's going on, Legs? Anybody? Jay didn't give me an update on Cypher. Thanks, Miss Clark. My baby girl graduates. Beautiful. Happy graduation. Look at this, dude. Look at this. I love it. Afro Queen, Legs. All right, I'll see y'all. Let me see if I can get everybody before we get this popping. All y'all saying what's up to everybody. Y'all just saying good morning, everybody, which is love. That's why I love this community. Y'all start the chat before we even start the show, which is beautiful. Touchstone, what's going on? Touchstone, what up, Touch? We're going to talk about the Jay-Z freestyle and all that good stuff. A lot of things have changed since 2015. I didn't go this year. You didn't go this year. All right, Miss Clark, congratulations to you also. Good morning. Let me see if I can get everybody. Let me see. Jeanette, what up? Good morning. Wow. Good morning, everybody. Good. What's going on? All right, got you, Miss Clark. Busy in them chats, getting their congratulations for what went on. And that is your son, right? Son, nephew? Miss Parker, what's good? All right, Shelly. All right. Trying to get everybody. I wonder if Jay's not gonna show up today. That's wild. We'll send him a text in a second. See if we're gonna get on here. All right, got everybody. It was kickboxing. Yes, my son, kickboxing. Okay, it was kickboxing. Let's just say I wish it was Labor Day, I guess. I can't keep up with what y'all talking about in the chat. So when I bring you up, who the fuck? Oh Lord, now y'all want to text while I'm doing this. Hey, yes, okay, I got you, Miss Clark. It's your son. Got you. Congratulations, everybody. Beautiful support the fellow takeover legends. Cypher sent a text in the side chat yesterday, said he's doing much better. He has a helmet that's on. He's got a, they gave him a helmet. Oh, Cypher, man. He suffered, for those who just joined, one of our chat members suffered a seizure. And, and we joke, like we worry about everybody. We do. We worry about everybody, but we joke. We joke about people's situations. So shout out, Cypher. I hope you're doing what you got to do. I hope you're taking whatever you got to take and doing what you got to do. All right, let's get to it. All right, so Jay-Z did the freestyle that I played. I'm trying to hold fucking Jay Black, man. I'm trying to hold this. I don't have to repeat myself because he always comes in and then I got to repeat myself and take it all the way from the top. Let me see. Yo, Jay Black, where you at? So, all right, so speaking of Jay Black, I'm trying to organize, people. I'm trying to play things when people are here. I might have to call Ryan and tell him to get up here early. So Jay Black hits me, and he hits me with a text message. And he says, let me read the text message. That's what he does to y'all. So let me read his text message. 2 minutes. So he sends me this text message that, him and his wife, Lady Q, have been married for quite a long time. And one of their fun things as a couple that they do is that they actually debate stuff. They actually debate back and forth. And I'm wondering, should I start with this? Fuck, I'll just start with this. So I hate when things don't flow. So they go back and forth and they get into their heated debates at the house. And sometimes the debates leak over into the show. And it's cool because I'm like, hey, y'all got stuff going on in the house. Y'all passionate about, y'all going back and forth. Let's go. And before I even do that, yes, I have it. So he sends me a text and he says, dog, I'm about to walk out my house debating Lady Q over this clip. She got heated. I almost yelled at her. This chick in the clip is correct. So when they neither one of them give points. Fuck that. Neither one. All right. Let's bring Jay up. Bring Jay Black. I was just about to get into your bring Jay Black up. Jay Black is in the building. What's going on? Don't bring her up yet. You're not supposed to bring her up yet, Jay.
Oh.
Jay Blizzy's in the building. And why'd I do that? Bring her up.
Morning.
God damn.
Monday.
Good morning. Shit.
Morning. It's Monday. It's all right.
It's June. Bye-bye, May. Hello,
Hey,
June.
June 1st.
June 1st. Car notes are due. Mortgages due. Rents due.
Don't remind me.
Insurance. New month, new bills, people. That's
we don't want to
reality.
hear that. We don't want to hear that. Morning.
Good morning, Netta. On this lovely Monday, June the 1st, 2026.
Yes, it is.
We
Yes,
made it through another month, people. We halfway through 2026.
I don't want to hear that either, Jay.
Okay. All right. You don't like reality. Okay.
People don't want to be reminded on a Monday morning. What's wrong, Mike?
Mike, he hit a wrong button. It's okay.
Oh, it's okay. It's all right.
It happens.
It happens.
We're gonna talk about the greatest rapper of all time today, I'm sure.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay.
I'm sure we're gonna talk about a whole bunch of stuff.
Nas?
Not no damn Nas.
Oh, you said greatest rapper of all time. One. I just assumed.
No, we're not talking about you, boo.
I just assumed. I guess we're gonna talk about Jay-Z, huh?
Mike's still trying to shake it off. The first of the month. Good morning, Cam.
Good morning,
Game Queen. It's Black History Month. Yes, it is.
Black Music History Month. Yes, it is.
That's good. Mike hit something. We're talking about rock. Rakim is not the greatest rapper. Stop white boy trying. I'm surprised you didn't say Eminem. Good morning, Random Rick. Representing all the YTs out there. Good morning, Lunatic. Great intro.
Oh,
it's a great intro for you, Sexy Mo. That's a Lunatic. He gonna throw shots. He gonna stab Mike up while he all frustrated. When Mike get frustrated, Lunatic, we usually just try to keep him moving because he can throw him off for the rest of the
yes, it's okay.
You gotta just keep him. See, Lunatic. See, now he's trying to figure something out he done did.
And now he's gone.
He's gone. I mean, I got clips. Don't play with me. I got clips.
Speaking of Black History Month, Jay Black, yesterday I was able to give a historical monologue on jazz and the influence in Egyptian music culture. It was exciting.
On jazz, okay.
Jazz. It was we had an event and it was Cairo jazz in the Egyptian sands for our Egyptian tea, and the historical monologue was based on music. So I kicked off Black History Month for music a day early.
Okay, well that's good. Black History is every month is for our people. Every month. You see the shirt behind me? Black women. What Mike say? He'll be right back. I see him there. I love being black.
I like that.
I might, I got my chaperone trip this Wednesday. What shirt should I wear to the zoo with all the little kids?
You will not wear anything that is going to upset the kids and the administration.
How would Black Pride upset kids?
Oh, no.
All right. Let's go. How was your night? How was your weekend? Because y'all rambling. How was your weekend?
We was trying to stall for you, nigga.
All right. Because StreamYard is bullshit. The fact that
Queen Born. Good morning, Queen Born.
Fuck you, StreamYard. All right. How was your weekend? Let's get it, because we got two guests coming on. Going on. How was your weekend?
Okay. Mo, she just
Jay,
sold hers. Mine was good.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mo. What was Mo doing? She had to speak somewhere.
I just did a historical monologue on the history of jazz and the influence on Egyptian music culture. So I kicked off Black Music day early, everybody. It was nice. Of course, I'm tired because I had to set up the decorations too, but that's a whole nother story.
Nice. Jay Black, how was your weekend?
Work and did all about YouTube. Had to watch everybody's performance on YouTube from the Roots Picnic because I was caught up working and I couldn't go. So that was my weekend. It was like a concert in the house.
Well, I was trying to wait. Well, we'll get to y'all. So like I played the freestyle to start the show. And so Jay-Z went up there and I made an Instagram post and Jay-Z went on there and did his thing. But and I said it on Instagram and I'm gonna repeat it again. It's not 2015. And what I mean by it's not 2015 is not that lyrically he's a giant, he's elite, all that. But I've been trying to tell these dudes over 45 years old, including Kevin Hart, that what used to shut shit down doesn't shut shit down anymore.
Okay.
What used to be in 2015 when Kevin Hart would come on and do an interview and say what he had to say, he would shut the controversy down. He killed it. And when Jay-Z did what he did last night, hence back in the day at Summer Jam, when he put the picture up of Prodigy and he did the freestyles and concerts, that shut the controversy down. Haters be damned. There's nothing you can do with this. And everybody would fan out, but it's not 2015. It's not 2015 anymore. What I mean by that is the reaction. The reaction. See, the control reaction back in the day is nobody had a platform. All we could do was go to the barbershop, women would go to the hair salon, maybe talk to your boys at the basketball court, at the homies, or whatever. Yeah. But the narrative was controlled. The narrative was controlled, so there was no response. Even if you ain't think it was fire, you had nowhere to say it wasn't fire.
Okay. Where you going
Even if you thought it was hypocritical, you had nowhere. Even if you thought the person was lying, there were a few things you could call the radio station. You know what I mean? People like Wendy Williams would talk about it or whatever. But it's 2025, and this beast called social media is different now. It's different now. See, when you think you've shut it down, you've really opened up the can of worms. What you've done is opened up, because people will learn in social media that silence is a virtue. And when you open yourself up for the millions of people, especially the common folk, especially the folks. So when you shoot at Jaguar Wright and Drake and Tory, and you shoot at a man who's locked up in prison, and you shoot at a father who was defending his son who's locked up in prison.
Tory Lane's dad.
And you go for Drake because Drake mentioned you in his album.
Well, yeah, he started it.
And you go for Jaguar and everything like that.
Yeah,
back in the day, there could be no response.
None. I got it. Take that.
But my friend, what has happened now is the floodgates have opened.
Oh, they all responded? Oh, let's hear
and what people may have thought was the dopest thing ever is getting ridiculed and picked apart because the fact checkers are going to fact check you.
Well, yeah.
They're going to fact check in real time, actually.
In real time. And they're going to, and it's not like before. It's not like before. See, people listen to your interviews.
Good morning, Robin.
People listen to your interviews and people listen to what you say, Jay-Z. They heard your interviews and then they start making stuff. They
I don't know if, I guess I'm going to say it. I don't know if battling needs to be part of the culture anymore.
A few moments later.
You boys got big on my name. That's big enough. We know how you OGs rocking already, my nigga. The jig is up.
And here we go.
The jig is up. Got up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again. Niggas look up the home. I never looked up to them.
That was fire.
You got your publishing gangster. Go talk tough to them. Don't talk success to me. You niggas is workers. In perpetuity is how your contract is worded. Don't make me go for man.
Who the fuck? I'm fucking Jay-Z. or due respect to him, man.
So people just see the hypocrisy of
You've just grown so much that I don't know if, I guess I'm gonna say it. I don't know if battling needs to be part of the culture anymore.
A few moments later.
You boys got big on my name. That's big enough. We know how you OGs rocking already, my nigga. The jig is up.
I know that's not your aim. I know that's not your aim.
First of all, let's be clear on this. That was not one of his better freestyles.
It wasn't.
That was not one of his better freestyles.
Thank you.
He was responding to someone that called him.
But he just said, I don't think battling is good for hip hop. He just said it a few weeks ago.
It was just in April.
We change our minds when people come at our necks, right?
Oh God, Jay. Oh, Jay.
Yes, that's called being a fucking hypocrite. Don't battle unless you say my name.
And Jay ain't got to respond to nobody technically, but
well, he did.
He did.
I know, and I thought it was well needed, and it got the culture shook right now. It's a whole lot of people.
The culture is reversed. The culture is saying, "Dog, we see the fakeness in this."
I didn't.
If you're mad about people, if you're mad about Tony Busby talking about ambulance chasing, why aren't you then defending and telling us what the fuck was good with the Epstein files? Oh, you want to pick and choose. Oh, you want to pick and choose. if there's one thing that you would think, the thing that would irritate him the most, the thing that would get under his skin the most, the thing that would really rub him the wrong way because he's got kids, he would be like, we clearing this shit up. No, we're going to talk about Drake.
You talking about we're
going to talk about Tory Lanez. We're going to take shots at a father whose son is in prison.
You talking about Nicki Minaj and their kid situation with the husband, the pedophile husband.
You want to talk about the pedophile husband, but you don't want to talk about the files.
That's crazy. Out of all that fire in hip hop and that's what hip hop culture is about, battling and all that. And what you gonna try to do?
He just said
so much that I don't know if I guess I'm gonna say I don't know if battling needs to be part of the culture anymore.
We don't know if it needs to be. He doesn't know if it needs to be.
And immediately. But I'm gonna get back to this. You're going to take the nonsense shots at people, another rapper, another this, because he said if Patty would have passed away before I could clear my name, I would hunt you. So wouldn't you want to hunt? Wouldn't you want to clear your name on the biggest thing that you don't want the culture to believe that you were a part of, or explain it was a fraud? You explain Busby.
This is coming.
He took out his hair.
The rumor is he's gonna have it shaved back to Hove. He's going back to Jay-Z for the New York. He's gonna have it cut. So this was the first step. You know, everything is methodical.
And I honestly don't care. It's only methodical. It's only methodical to manipulate the culture and to manipulate people and be like, oh, he cut his hair. I'm not that Glazer. I'm not that Dick Rider, dog. I don't care.
I said, how's Mike gonna find a way to hate Jay-Z after this?
I'm not the one finding a way to hate Jay-Z. I'm telling you what he thought was going to be the response is not the response that he's getting because it's not 2015.
And if you hear
Jay-Z so pissed off that he made him comb his hair. And I'm glad he did, because whatever was growing at the top of his head was really pissing me off. But you know that Jay-Z's pissed off when he's dressing like he about to march with Huey P. Newton. When Drake said the jig is up in his song, Jay-Z felt that. He even brought that up in his freestyle to Drake. He's like, yeah, the jig is up. I'm up 10. Throughout this whole freestyle that Jay-Z's doing, he's trying to make it seem like he's just so unbothered. Oh, I'm just so above you. It don't even bother me. Somebody who's so unbothered wouldn't even respond. And you respond by getting on stage writing mean poetry about another man? Oh, you're bothered, and you can't act like you're not. He even came at Dame Dash and was just like, I'm not listening to somebody whose teeth is falling out their mouth. But stop trying to come at Drake because you're bothered. This makes all the sense to why Jay-Z did that interview right before Drake's album dropped. He was trying to say, you know, you need to grow up with your music. You shouldn't be talking about the same old thing over and over again. He was sending shots at Drake, and he probably knew what was going to be on the album. So now after Drake breaks Jay-Z's records, Jay-Z's mad. And he broke that record while he's talking about Jay-Z.
See these responses. I got more. I got a few more.
I saw a whole bunch of other ones in reverse that I didn't even think.
And the majority of people, and you're right. And it worked. He's just not used to this. He's just not used to people doing this after he does the spectacular moment. He's just not used to people doing things like this.
We at war with each other. They behind our back grinning. Glad you took the time today to finally admit it. Combed out the dread, stepped in the booth and got specific. Said the quiet part out loud. Now the people gotta listen. You finally said the words we already knew was true. You don't see us as your equals. You see workers under you. Talking about perpetuity, ownership, and revenue. But what's akin to a people that no longer believe in you? See, you build an empire. I ain't taking that away. But every time the people cry, you got less and less to say. say. Everybody your op when they question how you play, then you hide behind the money while the culture catch the blame. You say rappers can't touch you, you got bigger friends now. Politicians, billionaires, boardrooms, and compounds. But the same hood that crowned you is the hood you look down on. The same people that built you is who you flesh your crown on. You became what you used to rap against. The suit got rich and now he talking like the establishment. Every bar sound like a shareholder meeting. Less reasonable doubt, more quarterly strategic. See, I ain't mad you got rich. Get every dollar you can. I'm mad you talk to the people like they don't understand. Like we ain't watch every move, every partnership and plan. Like we ain't see you go from hustler to the company man. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the disconnect. You see a balance sheet. We see lack of respect. You see business decisions. We see cultural neglect. And every time you grab the mic, you sound more corporate than a threat. So keep the $1 billion talk. Keep the boardroom applause. The people still got questions and they're bigger than awards. Because power ain't about money. Power ain't about fame. It's whether people still believe you when they hear your name. And judging by the conversation, judging by the response, the throne ain't under attack. The people just moving on. Yeah.
What I tried to tell these people over 45 years old. Don't think you can use the same tactics in 2026 that you did in 2025. Because it don't work, because people now have a platform to voice their opinions. Once again, Jay-Z is an elite artist lyrically. You just can't run a freestyle and think everybody's gonna go, oh my God. Oh my God. Because now we got questions. Everybody got questions. Like what's the bully technique on going after a man's father who's fighting for his son's life, who's in prison, who a lot of America think he's unjustly in prison?
Right.
Well, he was falsely calling out things about Rock Nation and Jay at the time. That's why Jay responded.
Ain't nobody proved that it's false. Nobody's proved that it's false. You just go by his word. Nobody's proven that it's false.
And the perception here, regardless of whether it was true or false, is that you're stepping on someone who is vulnerable right now, who can't really fight, who's limited to the way that they can fight back because they are in prison, right? I think that we were on to something before. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. We talked about how a lot of these artists are coming out. Jay is supposed to be this mega rich person, but now all of a sudden he's popping back out into the arena when he's retired 50 million times over. Something big is happening. Something big is brewing. I think that financially they are trying to reach and grab to pull out whatever they can as far as monetary wise. I don't agree. I feel like, a freestyle from Jay is very rare. Number one,
very
rare.
Really
so I think that he did feel some type of pressure or emotional. To me, that was like an emotional response, and that's not what we're getting from Jay.
Yes,
it was like, I'm triggered. I'm out here on the stage. F it. I'm gonna give y'all something.
Said I missed this. He said I missed this.
Like that.
You saw Dame Dash had his response. You saw Dame got mad.
Because listen, we can laugh and we can joke, but the punchline was very mid about
that was petty. Dame got mad.
Yeah, but we love Goofy. Don't you?
Well, guess who got mad first?
Well, Dame did, because he was talking crap about Hov.
So they both mad. See, like Dame got mad. Jay got mad and did a teeth joke. He did a teeth joke in his battle rap.
And let's not.
That's what hip hop is. You talk about a person's appearance.
But Dame all day. People can hate him or love him or both. But one thing Dame is going to do is be authentic in talking about whoever it is he's talking about. He's had a long-standing relationship with Jay, and he's still going to tell it like it is.
I want music. That's all I know. Lunatic said, if this is going to spark some new music from Hov and other people,
it is.
Boom.
I think that he's retired 50 times over before. I really think that this is going to be like a gateway, a trend, like a little segue for him to put something out. It might not be a full album. It might be like an exclusive, some type of thing that he puts on Spotify or whatever it is, but he's going to bring new music because number one, the internet has not failed. It's clowning him. So he's gonna feel the need to course correct this whole thing.
I don't think they clowning him.
There's a what? Wait a second. What?
I don't think they clowning him.
First of all, they said that's not even the best bars.
My algorithm, I just know my algorithms is not. I'm not seeing Hov getting clowned.
Of course, yours isn't. Of course, yours isn't.
My algorithms is breaking down what he was saying.
Yes, and I got those algorithms too, and that doesn't. Go ahead.
Rock is not crumbling.
Yes.
Talking about Tory Lanez and like you said, his pops.
He decided he wanted to attack Tory Lanez and a pop.
Magically run out of pranks.
Oh, you know, my internet's been still acting. Every time I play a video, I can't even do it. But yeah, but this dude, they broke down each line from each one of his freestyles, each word he said, who it was hitting for, and exactly how it went.
You ever heard of a wonder kid? My children.
But either way, you talk from Ye to even Oskino took some, the stuttering ass nigga.
Y'all thugs with y'all thugs again. Everybody think they're the ones in.
But yeah, so
that nut ass nigga still stuttering.
But yeah, it was hilarious. The Jaguar White. So was Jaguar White gonna pop out now, Mike? He said my name.
I feel like
when she was called crazy,
he just.
What happened? Where'd Mo go?
Oh no. My internet is just.
Oh, just because I'm talking about Jay-Z, you want to X out my square? No, it's all right.
I'm trying to figure something out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, go ahead, but I will go back to the nonsense attacks. He want to go at Oskino.
That was
Oskino been talking about.
I'm saying, explain the biggest talking shit. Explain the biggest thing in the world. Explain the biggest thing in the world. No, you don't want to. No, you don't want to. If you want to clear up the rumors, if you want to clear up the conspiracies, if you want to clear up all this,
maybe he's saving
Buzzbees, if you want to clear up the Buzzbees, if you want to, take shots at Oskino.
Mike, he took shots at a lot of people.
You take shots. Okay, so if you take shots at Jaguar, right?
Yes, she's
then
been
take shots at the wife. That's like me getting mad at everything.
He was bored. He was bored. He dropped something.
No.
Sometimes we do got time.
No. First of all, don't say he got bored. He was adamant about doing that.
This was very strategic.
He was adamant about doing that. Listening to it live and in person, it was intense. I've been around Jay-Z. This felt different. Like Mo said, personal and emotional, yet brilliant in the moment and ready to gun it at Yankee Stadium. People, all this is him acting the same way he's always acted. When he gets offended, he goes to that microphone and he is a genius on that microphone. I'm telling you, it's not 2015. Keep talking and the dissection will continue. And what you will do is you will turn the tide against you because the majority of people ain't in their 40s and 50s who's watching this now.
Can you break down what he said was a lie or wrong? Did you got that?
Number one, I don't have the breakdown of a lie. I can't tell you that Tory Lanez's father lied. I can't tell you that. And so you can't tell.
So you can't say that's not true. Next, what's not true?
You can't tell me Jaguar. You can't prove that Jaguar Wright lied.
He didn't say Jaguar didn't. He just said, I don't know why I'm messing with you. And he introduced me to her. Like, so he clearly, what did he say that was a lie?
But these are all bottled up emotional responses. Like, it's not.
Shelly said, unless he calling for everybody to go down to the Capitol against Trump, he ain't talking about that.
He's not going to talk about that because that's not what his billions were made for. That's what, and this is why, and thank you, God. And thank you, God, because God knows how to work with me. Thank you. I appreciate you. That there was no obligation that I had to be there.
Forgo the passes.
I was hoping he had to be there, but I couldn't. I had some stuff in. I said, man, I got to. Mike have to be there.
I know how I was torn, and I said, man, and I didn't have to.
A lot of our people was there. A lot of our people was there, though. Mike.
No, and I'm sure they enjoyed it. I'm sure they had a great time, and it would have been wonderful seeing them. It would have been wonderful seeing them. Y'all talked around it.
but I didn't hear nothing about what we need to be fighting for. He doesn't. This is all about Jay. This is all about money. This is all about capitalism. That's just him, and he's a genius lyrically.
We read Joe's Asha. We got it.
And especially in this climate right now, we're talking about, this is a people climate. This is not a chance to a money grab or do any of the things that he's talking about. The bigger issues, people are engaged. People are in tune to the bigger issues that are affecting their life. They don't give a damn about what Drake said about you. Whether you upset or can't take it or cannot, can or cannot take it. People are looking for the bigger, like you said, you talking about this. What about them Epstein files? You talking about this. What about, what are you going to do with your star power and all of your money and your fame? Of the country and what we're going through.
You know what everybody said about you with Colin Kaepernick. You know you were hired to smooth over what was going on with Colin Kaepernick. You heard those. You also heard the gentrification that you took, that allegedly you took part in Brooklyn. That's why you're in the files. People keep thinking I'm talking about the files simply because of what everybody else is in there for. No, the files actually are sitting there with two rich folks, two business people saying, we got Jay-Z to simmer everybody down in Brooklyn. That's why they're not in the streets.
Yes.
So let me get this straight. The rich white folks was talking about you in the Epstein file, saying they used you to simmer everything down in Brooklyn to get the Barclay situation done.
With the blacks.
But you ain't want to touch that. But you want to shoot at Oskino.
Why you keep using him as the one example?
Because I think that is literally what I mean by this. You want to take shots at him?
No, you took shots at everybody that took shots at him.
Oh, you want to take shots at
I
a father?
I responded to everybody that said something about
No,
me.
you didn't. No, you didn't. You did not. You did not. You did not respond to that file that those two, that Epstein and his boy were talking about. We got Jay-Z to calm everything down. But because you people are so glazed out over celebrities, you will go like this. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's amazing.
Hip hop, who talked about him in hip hop, he responded in hip hop.
We don't pick. No. You picked on people that you could safely attack.
There you go. Thank you.
That's who you picked on.
Like I said, the more vulnerable people.
You think Kanye is safe? Kanye is off the hinges.
Kanye is absolutely safe. Kanye is absolutely safe because nothing Kanye says is going to surprise anybody, and he could just brush it off.
And it's going to be a sensational. If he does, it'll be sensational for today and another soundbite.
But Ye could respond easily and get enough track.
But it doesn't have the same impact,
safe.
Jay.
But you make it say when you say everybody's safe.
Everybody was safe. Tony Busby safe. Drake safe. That's just hip hop.
It is just hip hop.
You want to talk about something destroying your character? You want to talk about something that's destroying your character? You want something? If this is false,
you can't even enjoy a hip hop moment with you.
Because I can't take these glasses off. I can't take the glasses off. I can't. I've already apologized for being bamboozled and being part of the bullshit for all the years. I sat up here and told everybody the shit I promoted was ridiculous. It was wrong to lead people down that path, and I was down that path. So now that I can see, I can't repeat the same action and do it again.
Another distraction for the shoot. Damn, Yoli. Mike just don't want to enjoy anything. Nothing is face value where Mike can be enjoyed.
It's not about enjoying. It's about social responsibility.
That was hip hop, Mo.
And I'm sorry.
Finest.
I'm sorry.
That was hip hop at its finest.
That wasn't hip hop at its finest. That is hip hop stuck. That is hip hop stagnated. That is hip hop who still doesn't understand that the reason why the CIA took over hip hop is because they knew it was going to become a movement and they had to grab a hold of it. So it was nothing but a distraction, just taking shots like a 22-year-old rapper and just playing like I'm going to gun everybody down. You're about to be 60.
And don't need any of it. And he still did it. You're looking at the wrong charts. He said, I'm 10 up. You looking at the wrong, you worry about the wrong stuff. Oh, Drake overtook Jay-Z.
So were we looking at the wrong files?
But if you're 10 up, then you will stay a billionaire and not respond and be unbothered. You wouldn't respond.
Me and my girl, we up.
Give a good concert.
You see Jay-Z. You saw Beyonce and Blue at the show. Did y'all see them?
Don't forget who I am.
What?
Patty loves her shorties. SHAWN. I find it adorable she put the S at the end. You don't know the show ain't even begin. I say you don't know the show ain't even begin.
Blue Ivy, Beyonce, where y'all at? Mother knows. There y'all go.
So,
hey.
Okay, yeah. So that.
Hey.
They did then.
The family was there rocking out, supporting them. That's what I'm talking about. Hip hop and fun and love and just getting it in. You saw Blue Ivy. You saw Beyonce. You saw them.
And then how many times are you gonna reference stabbing on Rivera?
Yeah, I thought.
How many times do we have to hear that one?
That was old. That was when I heard that. I was like, that's a little old, but hey, it's true. It happened.
How many times do you have to brag at close to 60 years old about poking somebody up?
Well, again, back to my original statement, Jay. That's emotional. He is coming from an emotional response. That was very impulsive. That freestyle was impulsive. The things that he talked about came from an emotional place. You talk about Oskino. No disrespect to Oskino. Shout out to Philly. You know, I love Philly hip hop all day long. But for him to be on that stage, which is a rarity again, and for him to mention people like Oskino, to talk about stuttering, all of that, that's emotional.
No.
It was like an emotional release.
It's been years of being quiet. That was my takeaway. It's been years of being quiet. And he's been taking names and notes. And the opportunity came, and he was like, you know what? F it. It's hip hop. Let's do it. He said he missed being on stage. He was loving the vibe. And it makes you excited for New York. What is going to now is what Hov is going to say when he hit New York. What is it going to be?
What you think the whole ploy was?
He supported Philly. He brought out Bilal. What up, Bilal? He brought out all the state property, damn near, except Oskino and my man Sparks.
Which was problematic. Why didn't he do that? Why didn't he?
I'm not going to bring Oskino out when you talking so much.
Why Sparks going to catch a stray?
Why he didn't bring Sparks out? Sparks is responsible for one of his bigger hits. Why he didn't bring him out? Come on, let's not do that.
When I was talking to them, they was like, yo, I was talking to Chris and Neef and over that week or whatever, and their management, and they was like, yo, we just got the call, we going to rehearsals. So I was like, yo, what about Sparks? I was like, what about Sparks? He said, we don't know. He said, Sparks a wild boy. Like, that's what they were just saying. Every time when it comes to Sparks, it's just Sparks be sparking. You know, like that's just Sparks. But either way, Jasmine Sullivan looking like a skinny mini.
Bad about Jay-Z. We're not gonna skim over that.
No, he might have.
He got a whole freestyle to take shots, but this would have been a good thing to talk about. Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart, after introducing Trump,
all the battles.
After Jackson Dart brings out Trump and the controversy starts, guess what happens? His NFL jersey goes up in sales 24 hours.
Oh, all the white folks supporting him on purpose. That's what they do. They start GoFundMe when that sound about America KKK. That sound about,
not one mention, not one diss to the most evil president we've ever had. Not one word. Not one word. Not one.
Let's see about New York.
Explain to me, what is the point of being a leader in this culture if you're not going to say one word?
Maybe we missed something. Maybe he had some subtles about Trump somewhere we just missed. I gotta listen to it again.
No, because he wasn't as subtle when he came at people who look like us.
No, he was subtle with all this. You see, people had to break it all down because I'm listening. I'm like, damn, I felt that stuttering shot. Okay, obviously that's Dame. Obviously that's Jaguar. The Nicki Minaj one I wasn't sure about the kids. And let me stop. Like it was some of them I had to go back. I literally some of those shots were obvious, and some you had to take your time with.
Well, okay.
And I got Ryan Banks. And I have Ryan Banks coming on the show at around 8:30.
Okay.
Around 8:30.
He did mention MAGA. Yes, he did, Tawana.
No,
I do remember saying MAGA.
He did. He said MAGA was taking shots and whatever. He did not mention in the way that we're talking about. I've listened to the freestyle 12 times. I got what you said, and I had to listen to it.
You said not one reference. He did mention
not MAGA, one reference going at anybody.
Oh God! Now you moving the goalpost.
That's the point. There's no.
You just said it wasn't one mention. He did. He mentioned them. Rick, not TLC. What Rick say? He always saying something.
Rick.
Gen Z and Alpha don't care or even really know who Jay-Z is. True. He's going to be on the TLC tour next year. Listen, I'll give you. I'll give you because the freestyle I thought was dope. I just don't think it was one of his better ones. I thought it was dope, but I didn't think it was one of his better ones. The one he did in Brooklyn when he was performing doing the B-sides was actually. Was one I thought that was incredible. Once again, I'm not talking about his skill set. But I tell you what, the conflict is a lot of people didn't even know the jig is up. People over 40 years old when he said the jig is up. They didn't even know he was talking about Drake.
No, I didn't at first because I didn't listen to the Drake.
If you didn't listen to Drake's album, which I did, unfortunately, I did. Which is, listen, I'm not gonna say the Drake album is horrible. I'm just gonna say it's 40 fucking songs. I don't want to listen to anybody for 40 fucking songs, 3 different albums at one time, and you drop them, unless you're Kendrick. Anyway, yeah, then I can do that.
People name Trump all day. Jay-Z took shots at other artists. They took shots at him. Okay,
but mentioning Trump and like I said, the more social like responsibility aspect of it, I didn't get that. I didn't feel that. If he was gonna come from anything and he wanted to be iconic, he should have stayed in the pocket. But I will not back down from that. That freestyle was very emotional and came.
Doc is you agree with Mike Doc? Put it in the comments. Let me try.
And my thing is, you can't do a whole interview weeks ago. He literally went in depth to how battling is not productive and it's not. I don't think we should do it anymore. How can y'all allow somebody to be that immediately hypocritical? Immediately hypocritical.
I don't think they allow Trump to say something and completely say.
First of all, that's what we're gonna. So what you're gonna say is you're now gonna put the bar on the person that you support with Trump.
That can't be
no, I'm just saying when you say
that cannot.
Mike, hold up, Mike. You've said things before, but I don't know about this and still did something. You saying you don't know if this is needed.
Doug, he did a whole. I don't even have the whole clip. He went on and on and on about the battle.
I wanted to know what Doc said, and you see what he said, right? You see what Doc said, right?
I know because Doc, and I understand Doc is hip hop, so Doc likes.
You was about to say here, Jigga Jocka. He out here rider.
No, I think y'all. No, I think y'all are blind, and I've said this while Doc was on the show. Y'all have a blind spot for Jay-Z because he can rap, and I've been telling y'all I have a blind spot for KRS-One until I heard his comments about Africa Bambaataa. I don't care how skillful you are. I don't care how amazing you are putting words together. I don't care how amazing you are on a basketball court. I don't care how amazing you are on a football field. I have problems. And when I see it, I go like, this is hypocritical. This is childish. You haven't evolved. Your immaturity is that you still think that you can pimp us by being fly on a stage with a microphone when we know there are bigger issues, and we know there are bigger issues that have to deal with you.
So you're leaning more towards the social responsibility side.
At all. He has evolved multiple layers throughout his career.
He has not evolved. It's the same. It's Jay-Z's. It's Jay-Z's selfish perception on everything. Jay uses the same tactic in battling as he does in business. It's cutthroat. Whoever gets it, and I'm gonna move on. But when it's time to address somebody who's bigger than me, I'm gonna fall back.
And plus, Doc, you're a lyricist. Like you're
he's a hip hop guy.
I look at Doc way further than just hip hop. Doc is.
Thank you, Doc. As Doc just said, I pointed out the bias.
You did, yeah.
The maturation of Jay-Z. Jay been through it from the streets to this to the button up to the businessman to the educated you through each album, like. And now
it doesn't include evolving. He's the same person with a different scam.
Not scam.
He's the same person when he was done with throwback jersey.
Credit for anything?
I gave him credit for being the 1% of the elite in hip hop. I gave him the one. He's in the top 1% to ever do it on a microphone. That is great. That is great. But you're not going to blind me with that the way the rest of y'all get blinded with it. I don't care.
Did you like anything about his freestyle, Mike? Was there anything you liked?
I said lyrically his freestyle was dope, but it wasn't one of his elite freestyles. No,
let's stay to the positive, because once again, you moved it every time you say
because
that.
You want to stay to the positive.
But it wasn't his best. Like, was there anything that came from hip hop in that freestyle Saturday night that made hip hop?
Dog,
like, yo, this is hip hop. As you are a hip hop fan, there was no moments of you enjoying
just
watching hip hop.
Yes, absolutely.
Why are you going so left in each time?
Because the reality of life makes me go left. The reality of life makes me say that is dope, and what you're doing is dope. And if I was there at the concert, I would have been rocking out with him, and I would have went home and been like, yeah, but why would he do this? And sit there like, did I want to go to the concert, Jay?
You didn't want to go to the concert. I wanted you to go, but
did I want to go?
You never wanted. You kept saying you.
I'm staying consistent. I'm staying consistent.
You were consistent, and I'm like, no, we going. I remember like months ago, I was like, yo, we going. We gonna make this happen. And he's like, I don't want to go. I ain't going. I don't want to go. And I said, watch. And then I had.
Doctor says, can't y'all see I'm growing? I'm so mature. Yes, exactly.
That's he quoting Ho.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Simon says, where's the link? Yo, hip hop, you Ryan Banks?
Give me like 5 minutes. We're gonna put the link. Don't, because we
artists.
Oh, because we may have a guest coming on at 8:00, and then we can get into other stuff, and then we can revert back to this. So let me play this clip that Jay and Lady Q were going in on. Jay never sends me a text like this. Jay sends me a text that him and Lady Q are going back and forth.
I hope you got my text. I was like, I know you not fixing to yell at Lady Q.
So this woman is on a podcast with I guess her cohorts, her friends, and she makes a statement. It's about fathers being in the household, baby moms, and things of that nature. And I didn't know that this clip could get somebody really incensed in the household. But this is what
you trust women at this point.
If we're gonna go back, in my opinion, and I feel strongly about this, it pisses me off. If you want to talk about fixing the problem, first thing, back in the day, the village literally raised the family. Yeah. It's not like that anymore. That's one problem.
Facts.
Number two is, to your point, courts literally incentivize you to get rid of the dad. So half these women can't even holler, I'm independent. You're not independent because you're getting food stamps and housing just to keep the man out the house. And if you think systemically, like really big picture, especially black men, people know how strong black men are. So you're not understanding if they're taking him away from the kids, especially the boys, so you can be dependent on food stamps and housing so you can't get ahead. Nobody's teaching these boys to pick up a drill. They're being raised by, the mamas are like, oh, I don't need the man to help me, to go to work all day, to leave the baby with Tom, Dick, and Harry, who's picking up all these other spirits. And then, and not for nothing, I'm not judging nobody, but if your son's at home with your daughters all day, my kids did, I had to check it. Your daughter's over there putting bonnets on them playing baby dolls because there's no real structure in the house. And then you have the women who want to put the daddy on child support and then still want him to show up. Now, granted, every man should show up. And I hate when people say, oh, it makes me mad. I hate when people say, well, you should fight for your kids. No, you should not. The mother should be smart enough to know that our emotions cannot raise a child alone. So your sons have no skills. Your daughters are promiscuous because you want to keep the daddy out the house. And it's a lot of times, especially when the courts get involved, are for money. And I did a video saying this. Most of the court order is, the very common court order is, the dad can see his kid every other weekend. I believe that turned out to 4 days a month. What you want that man to teach those children in 4 days a month is beyond me. And then he has to battle between, I'm gonna be the fun parent or I'm gonna be on my kid's ass. And now the kids don't want to go to dad because he's trying to teach them values that the mama not teaching them because she either not there or she don't have no emotional intelligence. Because if you was a smart woman, you would want the father involved so you can have a well-rounded children. Now, I have seen some phenomenal mothers raised some great kids.
That's
but
right.
Let's talk about statistics.
Yeah.
And the children that are in jail are usually because they're with the mom.
Come on now.
And we're angry and we're frustrated and we're tired and we're working all day, but we want to raise the kid by ourselves so we can keep getting housing and child support, or so I can make him mad or be mad at him because he got another girl or the girl look better. The system is so broken. And it's not, people are like, oh, let me just be an independent woman. But I'm like, you guys don't understand. This is a systemic issue. I don't care what nobody say. They do not want black men in the house. They don't want black families because we are strong. If you look at everybody who is united and successful, them people stick together.
All right. So before we get into this, I just want to know what from that got you in your household to get sparked into such a heated conversation.
It all started when I played the clip and I said, damn, she's spitting bars. And Lady Q said, what bars? I said, as a father that's getting your kids every other weekend, you have limited time. You battling financially, you're trying to keep up. And now you got to decide, do I be the fun parent or the disciplinary that I know that they need? And she said, I don't want to hear it, and got loud. I said, what do you mean? She said, if you only get them 4 days, that's your fault. Do more, get them more days. I said, but if I can't get them more, I ain't trying to hear it. And then she got loud and got husky. And then everything escalated from that. Because she wasn't trying to see my point of it. If all I can do is get you, well, I don't want to hear that's all you can do. You can do more. But why are you hollering at me? And now it was an attack.
You triggered her. But go ahead.
But she don't holler at me. Mike, I swear to you, Mike, I said I need to walk out of this house. I never get like that. I never get that mad.
Maybe we should go back to Jay-Z. Maybe we should go back to Jay-Z.
The way that she was hollering at me, and I said the lady was spitting facts. She said nothing wrong.
She was speaking from her experience or her point of view. And there was a lot of things in there that were of truth, but then there was a lot of things in there that for somebody else was not accurate.
Lady Q has a response. She said, not today, Satan. This is a male-centered bitch. And I said what the F I said, and I will not be elaborating, because if you know, you know.
No, if you effing know.
But how do you? That's all the father can do is every other weekend, because
it's not J Black.
He's working three jobs. He barely scratching to pay his bills, and he got to entertain the kids.
What is the woman doing?
I said, Dan, does he be the fun dad? I said, yo, should he be the fun dad or the disciplinary dad? But the disciplinary one, they ain't even gonna want to spend time with him.
Why can't you find balance? Why can't you find balance? And there's more. Even if a court says, oh, you have every other weekend. That is at the bare minimum. That's the foundation. It's not saying, unless there's some type of domestic violence, they're not saying that you can't get your child more. Work with the mother to get your child more. Why can't you do that? You can do that on your own accord. So to sit and
sometimes.
I just said I gave the caveat to that.
And it's not just domestic violence. It can just be that the court ordered, this is it, and these are your days. You don't have to be, they don't have to claim you did anything ever.
You can do more, Mike. You can do more.
Even if you don't see your child, right? Even just going to what Mike is saying, even with that, there's space time. There's conversations every day. They
don't want to talk to me because I'm telling them, listen to your mom. You need to do this. Why you ain't doing that? You trying to dig you can't dig in somebody's ass when you only seeing them a couple days out of the month. You don't have that power when you're not in the house, Mo. You know you can't be a disciplinary if you're not in the house. It's not the same.
Jay, I was about to call you my baby daddy. Jay, there's a way to balance out those things. You have to be invested. There's a way to balance.
Did you feel anything for that parent, the every other weekend parent that has to? Is there any truth that dad has to make a decision of being the fun one or the disciplinary, trying to do more? Is there any empathy or sympathy for that?
I think there has to be, because 2 days, 2 days out the week, you're not going to be able to set a pattern. You're not going to be able to set a pattern when you.
Thank you, Ms. Clark. No lies.
I'm agreeing with you what you're saying, Mike, in terms of the pattern. I don't believe that a man seeing his child every other weekend like an uncle is suffice.
She's not lying.
I do not believe that. I believe that a child needs both of their parents for balance. and you don't have to live in the same household.
Maybe you're not being
You
negative.
have to put in more sweat equity. And so in doing that, the woman also, or the man, whoever is the custodial parent, also has to create an environment for that to happen.
So Lady Q,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. So Lady Q, I understand what you're saying. I stay committed to you stay committed to missing my point. So I'm committed to not seeing yours. So my thing, Lady Q, I just want to ask, don't treat us like Jay Black. Can you expand and tell us what don't treat us like Jay. We ain't doing nothing. We ain't doing nothing. We're just trying to get your point of view on this. We just want to know what is the point that you were trying to
copy
make.
that link I just sent to Lady Q. If you dare to get on there, when I start off with saying I started the conversation, say, man, is there any empathy for this father with 4 days? He do have to decide, right? This or that. And she will not acknowledge that. She go, no, he needs to do. No, I'm asking you a question. I'm not asking you what he needs to do.
I'm actually basing it off her experience.
For the 100th time, I can't get on a link for some reason. I don't know why. But to answer my questions, my point was you and the chick sitting there always go to it's the woman's fault, as if every freaking woman laid down with the dude from Arby's and said, you know what? I'm going to take you to court and get this Arby's bag and fuck you. I don't need a dad in the house. That's not the case in most cases, unless you're a chick sleeping with a millionaire trying to make money off a baby. Okay, but most women are not taking men to court to cut them out of life to get on welfare. If you have a job, odds are you're not getting a fucking welfare card. So nobody's cutting the daddy out to get a check. I get the whole systemic thing, but that bitch that was up on that podcast, how do you talk about it's systemic and you know everybody's against the black family, but then you sat there and went in on the black mother? That's bullshit. That's why
she just said the black mother should know how to help handle it.
No. So should the black man. Because he laid down with that black mother. And as far as a man having custody of 4 of the kids every week, every other weekend, so be it. If that's what you have to do, then do it. But you can't complain and blame it on the mom as if it's her fault you only have your kids 4 days. The mama has to figure out 26 days out of the month how to be a disciplinarian.
Will you acknowledge that
the fun parent? I'm not acknowledging shit. I'm telling you my point.
She won't, Mike.
I'm not.
Let her finish.
What you did, listen, no, because what you said was, listen, because what you said was, well, if the dad can't afford this, that, and the third, if he can't afford his kids 4 days out of the month, what are we even talking about? And then you said something along the lines of, well, because the mom got the baby on child support. Because the mom got the kids 26 days out of the month. So she's supposed to give up her $200 a month that he gives to help him, keep him above water. And she's supposed to drown? It doesn't make sense. That's my point. You always want to blame the mother as if she did all this. She made the kid bad. She don't teach her son this. What about the nigga that left? If it's systemic, why don't we, man and woman, stay together or at least be freaking cordial co-parents and stop this back and forth and fix it? If it's so systemic, and stop just blaming the black mother for everything. That's my issue, and that's why I get loud, because your experience doesn't even dictate a woman being that bitter. Yes, your experience, the woman that you had kids with, that one experience, but your mom, me, your daughter, all these women around you didn't take men to court because they were bitter. Didn't take men, they wanted their dads in their kids' lives. They did everything possible to have their kids around their dad. And you're not acknowledging that. So I'm now committed.
I can't acknowledge anything until you acknowledge what I said. So that's why I'm not listening. All right, we gotta go. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Clark. Miss Clark said, well, I must be male-centered then.
Okay. All right, we have a guest, y'all. Everybody settle down. We have a guest. Everybody behave themselves. Everybody behave themselves.
Lady Q. Thank you, Lady Q, for coming on.
Act like we ain't been going crazy for the last.
All right. See, I don't even know why because you got my energy up. She never can acknowledge nothing. That just drives me crazy. All right, let's move forward. Just acknowledge me, and then I can acknowledge you. But don't act like you can't acknowledge me because I can't move forward. Then respect is due.
Jay, stop acting like a Virgo. I'm gonna need you to simmer down, okay?
Right. There's a lot to unpack, and this is why I'm so glad. Now, Mo, you're a therapist, but my thing, you being a therapist and you went to school for it and everything like that, you being it is that you're our friend. You're our friend. And I think sometimes you're not as hard on us as you need to be, because we're sensitive men. And we're sensitive, and even though we may not admit it, I speak for myself, my feelings could get hurt. And I know you preserve my feelings, and I know you do. I know, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So we said this team needs a therapist. We need one. And Jay, you've been married for 11 years. The relationship is great. Maybe y'all need a friendship therapist, because I think the marriage is good, but I think sometimes the friendship gets a little. But hey, who am I? Because today we have a therapist who joins us, who is taking time out of a busy schedule to join us. Asha Holman. I hope I got that right. Oh, we need you to turn your phone this way.
Good morning.
There we go.
Good morning.
Good morning. Did we check her degrees? Because is this a Dr. Cheyenne moment?
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
I'm playing.
Now she's still probably paying Sally Mae like me. No, you're not. We ain't doing that.
Welcome to the show. Is it Aisha?
It is Aisha.
And Aisha. First of all, thank you. Just introduce yourself to everybody. Just introduce yourself to everybody watching and things and like that. Just go ahead. Give us an introduction. Give us a little rundown.
Absolutely. So my name is Aisha Holman. I am a licensed professional counselor and a clinical supervisor. I am from the state of Texas. I own and operate a counseling center named Holman Family Services. So it's my last name, Holman Family Services, that has been open for 15 years. I have a real website and real degrees, 3 of them, as a matter of fact. I have been a clinical counselor for 20 years, believe it or not. I know. And I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited. We, at my clinic, myself and many of my staff, we specialize in lots of different things. One of them being marriage, i.e. the 4 Better Marriage hat and logo you see. The other one is sex therapy, trauma, children, adults. We do a little bit of everything. There are a few things we don't get into, but all the basic. I love my wife, but I don't like her today. I love my husband, but he getting on my nerves. Love my sweet kiddos, but please help me fix them. Help me not to go postal at my job, all that good stuff, including the people that need a couple of happy pills to make them function throughout the day. We good with that too. We work with y'all. All right. So we do a little bit of everything, but I promise you, I am actually licensed. My license number 68715, baby. Okay.
For the record, with my 3 degrees. Talk about it. I love it. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, I guess I should have met you. If I'd have met you a few years ago, my relationship might have still been afloat, but it's too late. I'm single again. But it's all good. So when couples come, because I went to the website, when couples come to you and give us the top 3 struggles in a relationship that people are going through. If you had, and I know it's tough. I know it's tough to just narrow it down to. Okay. Well, go ahead. She is licensed. Okay.
Top 3 issues. Number 1 is typically faithfulness, fidelity. That's number 1. Number 2 is going to be sex. Okay. And number 3, I'm really going to say 1A, 1B, 1C is going to be communication.
Oh, no money.
Can we make good decisions together? Can we agree? Yeah.
Because I've always heard it's the financial situation that breaks couples up. There's always been a narrative that the financial situation is what brings 2 people to a
No. No, it's not really the money. It's how we use the money and how we agree to use the money.
Communication.
Yeah. So it's really about problem solving. We wrap all of that into communication, but it's really about, can we problem solve together?
Yeah, and this may be because this may be a juvenile statement I'm about to make. It always kills me when people say the sex that they have, because I can have sex with you even if I don't like you. Like I don't understand.
Guys can.
Yeah, I don't understand this whole mental thing. Like, why can't we just put that to the side, let bygones be bygones? We can get right back to being mad after the orgasms happen. But it seems
is it fulfilling sex? And sex is not just the act of, it's the before too.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, you know what? Let me move this over so we can see this a little bit better. Because At For Better Marriage, it's an event that we have. It's for couples, and what you do is you go through fun, interactive, competitive activities, games, and you learn important skills. But one of our classes, workshops for men only, is called Romance 101. And in Romance 101, we teach non-sexual romance. And what I tell the guys, and I make this promise right here to flow with me. Non-sexual romance. If the fellas could learn non-sexual romance and do it on a regular basis, I promise you, you will never have a problem with getting sex from your woman again.
Okay. So I don't want you to give out everything because you got to get people to go to
your
your
website. We need at least one tip to understand
we need
non-sexual
like one
romance.
tip.
Like, what is a non-sexual romance?
Is it alcohol? Just give her a lot to drink?
Absolutely not.
Okay, no.
It buzzed the thing.
Spiking the drink is actually illegal. So
I didn't say Cosby. I said just giving alcohol, just regular wine and stuff like that. No,
if you need alcohol to have sex, we've got a real problem. Call me today.
Oh, got you. No, that's true.
Call me today.
Let's get this one example though. Let me see.
Okay, sure. So how about the first basic example? Every girl likes aesthetics.
Mm-hmm.
So how about you pick up your funky socks and drawers off the floor of the bedroom? Spray some air conditioning, open a window, put on some pretty bed sheets and pillows, gentlemen. We like pillows. I know y'all can care less about pillows, but we like pillows. Put some pretty pillows and a nice duvet cover on the bed. Make it look nice. I'm not saying you have to do rose petals. You could, but we're talking non-sexual romance. Clean up the bedroom. Let's just start there. Did he say it was a lot?
No, because I got you with picking up the clothes. Like, I'm like, when you say change the sheet, I'm like, where's the sheets at? Like, because most guys don't know where the sheets are at. But go ahead. I'm just trying to process in my head. I could clean up some clothes. I could crack a window. But when you said change the sheets, I'm like, I don't know where she keep them at.
That's part of the problem. She should not be the maid in the house. She should be your partner. You can pay a maid. So if you don't know where the sheets are, that means you're not adulting in your own home.
Let me be quiet. Keep going, Mike.
No. You keep going. I got a lot going on back here. You keep going. It definitely wasn't dope. And everybody who's chimed in, who's tuned in for the JC freestyle, was it dope or hypocritical? We're gonna get back to that. But right now we're doing serious adult stuff. We're doing serious adult stuff.
Love talking about ish like this. Men should engage in talking about stuff like this. When you're talking about you want a happy household, you want a fulfilled household. I don't know who SD 5418 is, but you need to clock it and engage as well. Maybe you'll learn something.
So you said the aesthetics. So you said the sheets, the nice pillows and stuff like that. Get that together and everything. But what
on a regular basis, though, not just when you're trying to pursue sex. Remember, this is Romance 101. This is a very bare basics and how to be romantic year round, 365, all the time. Not just, you're not going to make it transactional. She's not a prostitute.
Right.
She's your life partner. Or for some, your today partner. But hopefully your life partner.
It just stuck with my head when you said clean up the bedroom. How did the bedroom get messy? Like, I'd have a problem. I'm the type of person I couldn't like that. If you want to turn me off, be messy. If you want to turn me off, let our bedroom be unorganized.
Well, here's another little tip. When it's time to plan for her birthday or any holiday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, I don't know, the regular barbecue hangout. Do you ask her, baby, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What type of gift you want to have? Do you ask those things?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I don't know what to get you. Because
you know what that told her?
You want to get something nice that she really wants. How about that?
You know what that told her? That told her that not only have you not been listening to her, that you've not been paying attention, that you really don't care, and she's got to pick out her own gifts.
Is that fair though to say that someone don't care because they may have missed some clues or tips? Is that really?
It's not about. Yeah, it is because.
Thank you for admitting that. Thank you. It is unfair for us to to live a life and have be a detective in our own home when I'm asking you.
No, it's not unfair. I'm sorry, I answered it the
way.
wrong
She's
way.
saying it the other way, Mike.
I'm
She's
saying
not
it
on our
is
side.
fair.
Good.
I'm not, because think of it this way: when you have children, let's say a little bitty arm baby, and the baby cries, what do? You
what? Grab the baby, you coddle, you rock the baby, you walk the baby, you try to feed the baby, you see if the baby need to be changed. You try to figure out, you troubleshoot to see what the problem is.
You didn't ask that baby not nan time, what do you need?
Because the baby don't talk.
You didn't ask that baby not nan time, what do you need? You did things to figure out what would soothe the baby.
Oh, you want us to be mind readers. I'm sorry, Mike.
No, I want you to put forth effort. I do not believe in women forcing men to be mind readers. What I do want you to do is put forth effort. Go in her closet and look at what her favorite color is. She got more than one of them, more than likely. If she's a shoe girl, she got a lot of them. If she's a purse girl, she got a lot of them. If she don't care about shoes, she only got a few pair and they're not name brand. If she's a kitchen girl, then she gonna have some Le Creuset in her kitchen. So go pay attention. Okay. If she's a makeup girl, she's got a lot of it. If she's a jewelry girl, she's got that. Just simply put forth some effort. Y'all know you got the whole schedule for every football season, every basketball season. You play what is that when you get to put together and make your own little team and your virtual thing?
Fantasy football.
Yeah,
Don't
you
talk
play
about
all
it like
of
that
those
either.
things.
Don't disrespect it like that either. Your little team that you put together and you throw a home, but don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, I love y'all. I really do. I love y'all.
Go ahead. No, I'm playing.
I know.
We play a lot. We do play a lot,
but you put forth effort. What she's looking for is effort. Now, it's different if you just met this woman and you've only known her for about 2-3 months. Then, yeah, you got to ask a lot of questions up front. Baby, what's your favorite food? What's your favorite color? What's your da-da-da-da? Because you want to legitimately, guys, go get a notebook or use your phone. Write it down. Take notes. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. For all the holidays and things, we're using technology right now to talk to each other. Baby, put it on auto pay. Put her home address, her office address in the flower people and the fruit people and the candy people and all them people. Put it on auto pay. Put the dates in there and say deliver by this day. Let technology help you.
Oh, well, I like that. I like that. I like that idea. That took the work out and okay.
Say if someone says something right that they like, and they know you're not into that, but you do it, and it's not received in the positive light because they know they asked you to do it, and that's the only reason you're doing it. Like, how does that help or don't help? If that makes sense.
Are you talking about tangible actions or are you talking about things?
I guess tangible acts. If you tell me you're into flowers, but I'm not into flowers, but I get you flowers and you saying you only got it for me because I complained, and that's not healthy, right? Shouldn't you accept it and enjoy the flowers for what it is in order to get more?
Absolutely. That's called sacrificial love. And I encourage sacrificial love. So if she's complaining because you did something simply because she told you, we all do everything because somebody told us. When my man previously told me that he loves sports, well, for his birthday, I bought him great seats because I know he loves all sports. He was like, it don't matter what team, what season of the year, whatever, babe. You got 50-yard line seats with prime parking and money to go buy yourself all the junk food and beer that you want. You understand? Because that's what he likes. So that's sacrificial love. Sacrificial love is welcomed. It's celebrated. It should be done. So if she's complaining about sacrificial love, give me a call so we can talk.
Unbelievable. Let me tell you something. Give me tickets but let me tell you what I'll say.
What is you talking about?
But what he's not including, which is important to what he just said, is number one, Jay Black, if you are doing it like it's a chore and you're making the other person feel like it's a chore, that's different. It's like, here, fine, okay, you want flowers? I got you flowers. Now what you complaining for? That's different. Now, if you're making a concerted effort and you are starting to get flowers and not just flowers on certain occasions, but just randomly giving flowers because you know That's what she's telling you her love language is. She enjoys flowers. So you're saying, you know what? I don't see the point in spending money on something that's gonna die, but I'm gonna do this because I know it makes you happy.
Absolutely.
Different. That's different.
All right, we have a comment. Musical Web. I don't know what that is. We have been together for over a year, and I knew to get my boyfriend humidor without him asking. I just want to know what is a humidor. I'm sorry for my ignorance. What is it?
Keep cigars good. It's to keep cigars fresh.
Oh, it keeps the cigars, the humidors, the cigars. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
All right, so let's just keep this balanced now, because whenever we do shows like this, it always turns into a checklist of what men need to do to shape their lives up and get their relationship together. It's like, y'all need to do this and you need to do that. What is your experience of what men feel that they are lacking from their partner?
Sex.
Sex. Okay. All right. That was simple.
That was very direct.
Well, okay. Sex and respect. Okay. Sex and respect. And so I'm going to kind of put myself out here, not me necessarily, but technique. There are 3 things that I typically teach that most men across the world absolutely need from their partners. And so if you 2 gentlemen will tell me if this is true, okay, in this order. Now, 1 through 3, this is what I think is universal. 4 through 10, individual to every man, right? The first thing is respect.
Yes.
The second thing is sex. The third thing is food.
Let me see. I'm not a big. All right, the food thing. He's a food guy.
Is the respect and loyalty the same thing?
Respect and loyalty, yeah. You can loop those 2.
How you gonna? How can she respect you if she's cheating on you?
Respect, loyalty, sex, and food. Yeah. I probably would go respect, loyalty, food, and then sex.
When you say food, do you mean she has to cook the food? Like she has to actually be in the kitchen cooking the food?
Provision. Just provision of food.
Because you're eating more food than you're having sex. So food has to be more.
Which would be sad if that's the case.
Well, it depends.
What do you
married?
More sex than
married.
Eat meals? Wait. How many times are you supposed to have sex per week if you're married? You got like a number or something? Like, what are you saying?
No. If legit, I mean, granted, if you're having 3 meals a day, I'm not saying you're supposed to be having sex 4 times a day. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, all right.
But on essence, a lot of guys are like, oh man, we only have sex like once every couple of weeks. And I'm like, oh, that's not good.
So that's not good. That could hurt a marriage, huh?
Yeah, because intimacy is important. Now, mind you, let me say this, put my little disclaimer out there. It is contingent upon every couple. Some couples are really into sex. Some couples are moderate, and some couples really don't care about it. Okay. So depending upon where you are, but let's say the average couple all the time, if statistically, I think most men at least want to have sex about 3 times a week, 2 to 3 times a week. Yeah. And it depends on your age, right? If you're younger, y'all going at it like jackrabbits. If you're a little bit older, maybe not as much.
I'm not in a relationship right now, so I forgot how many times a week I forgot, and I've been on a drought. Respect, sex, and food. I know, and it just, I think men get put in this box where it's like respect, sex, and food. I'm not disagreeing with you, because I think we have been trained and programmed that is what we should be expecting and what makes us happy. But then at the same time, there's a lot going on in my life. And respect is great because you should respect me. But this support thing and understanding of what I have going on, to me, gets more important than the food, because I can always get food. We can always get food. I can always DoorDash.
You're not a food guy.
Yeah, so I'm a food guy. But my thing is the understanding of there's a communication gap that sometimes men don't feel, and maybe that can go back to respect in a general way. I don't think you understand how much is going on in my brain right now to keep this family right. And I don't think you get the nights that I'm staying up looking at the ceiling while everybody in the house is asleep, because I'm trying to figure out the next month's bills. Like, we just got this month is done, but I'm trying to figure out next month, and I'm just giving you a past thing. And we got twins who are going on the Disney vacation for high school, and we got a graduation that we got to plan. And I'm sitting up at night trying to figure out how is this all going to come together. And I think those discussions, sometimes a man needs to, when somebody says, you know what's going on financially, I hope you do, not in all cases. So maybe you need to ask, are you good? Are we good? Is there something I can do? Is there something you need to talk about before you get naked? Because you can still get naked. You can still get naked. But I think sometimes guys feel like we're alone on this island. And I think sometimes we put ourselves there because we keep saying all we need is respect, sex, and food.
Okay, so I love what you said because that shows that you care about the family and you're forward thinking, you're long-term thinking about your family. I love that. But the part that men forget, if we're talking about marriage, right? If we're talking about look, y'all, I'm in Texas, so that whole common law thing is real here. So if we're talking about anything that's long-term partnership, my forever lover, right? If we're talking about that, then don't forget that you have a partner. So while you sitting up by yourself, aging yourself because you're stressing and worrying, you forgot to have the business conversation with your partner. There are two parts of marriage. There's the love and there's the business. The business is your day-to-day, how to make life work. The love is us, how we stay unified and together. And we share that love with our children, and then it keeps going out the front door, and you can be that house that all the kids love, you know? But if you forgot to initiate the business conversation with your partner, then brother, you stressing all by yourself for no reason. You're still trying to be an island when you got a whole human, a whole partner that wants to join in and problem solve with you. And that's the part that causes a lot of frustration with women, because you will hear her say, he doesn't talk to me. He doesn't share. And it's because all that stuff that's going on in your head, most of y'all forget she was a whole functional adult before you got with her. Prayerfully, she paid bills, she owned her own home, she owned her own car, everything was good before you got with her. So why sit up all night and stress when you got a whole functional adult that's there that can help carry some of that load? You just have to initiate a conversation.
And I don't disagree with what you're saying.
Say back, you know what?
No. I don't agree with what you're saying. And this is where my frustration comes in. We just did a whole thing on you telling us when we ask you what you want, that's saying that we don't listen. So we're supposed to take notes down. We're supposed to take notes down on everything and be like, hey, you know, auto pay, we take notes. Hey, she's in the closet. She got certain colors and everything like that. Okay. So on the flip side, you know what's going on. So take your notes and you come to me and be like, is there something you need? Is everything going on financially? Because the same way that I'm supposed to just look around and figure what you want is the same way I expect my partner to look around and figure out I need to talk to him, because obviously this is coming up and this is coming up and I need to find out, how are we good? Does he need me? Do we need to talk about something?
Who's paying the bills?
No, because all of a sudden it goes back to us having to initiate something. It's us being on the island.
Who's paying the bills?
Us.
Literally, who's paying the bills?
Me.
If you are literally the person that's going into the thing, that's paying the bills, and she's not looking at it, if she doesn't have access to it, then how would she know you freaked out unless you're doing the obvious staying up, pacing the floor, grumpy mood, looking like you're borderline depressed, okay? Unless you're doing the obvious, then yeah, she's gonna know, you know, she may not know, but then, you know, if you're obvious, she's gonna ask you if she cares, right? We're talking about the baseline, normal, functional brain, healthy relationship. If she cares, she's gonna ask you. If you're not the obvious guy and you're completely internal and you're thinking and it's just ruminating in there and you're just like, and she's like, hey babe, how was your day? And you're like, oh, it was all right, everything's cool. You understand? Like, you're the one stressing. So say something. This is the problem with counseling and mental health. We have all these people throughout the world who have all of this. Your blood pressure is up. You're not sleeping well. You got high cortisol happening in your body. Okay. Your limbic system is overworked. You're losing hair. You're looking older than what you are, but you won't say, I need help. That's all I'm saying. Brother, if you're the one literally paying the bills and she's not looking at the bank account because that's your chore, that's your task as you're part of the family, then how's she supposed to know that we are struggling?
But
This is what I
and
encourage
agree.
couples. I ask them to have once a month, have a business conversation. You sit down at the table, you bring pen and paper, and you say, let's have this plan. We're going to plan for retirement. We're going to plan for the baby's college education. We're going to sit down and look at all these bills and da-da-da-da-da. And you have a business meeting at least once a month for about 2 hours without children, without technology, except for this show, of course, without anything.
Got you. And I think, you know what? And it seems so simple. That is a simple thing that you could do once a month, just to give your partner an update, and y'all can be clear on. And I think that is so simple, and yet so not done, and something that I didn't do in a relationship, in my relationship, because I felt like I put myself in this make believe box that the stress shouldn't be on everybody else. I should be the one who deals with all this. And I learned, but I did learn. I'm glad you brought this up. This is so great. I'm glad I learned that was a big reason on why the relationship fell apart, because I was so consumed with this and not letting anybody in, that in order to deal with the stress, a lot of things, my reaction to dealing with the stress really kind of made us have a bigger gap between each other, because she doesn't even know why I'm in this zone, like you said, because I didn't explain. Right. But once again, that's why when you say respect, sex, and I don't even know how to explain. I guess I need communication as much as I need sex. And I need the person to understand I'm not trying to unload on you. I'm just trying to tell you the truth about the situation we're in. And I think you're right. A guy get frustrated because when I'll be like, you know how much I'm working, and you know there are 3 cars in the driveway, and you know there are multiple trips being taken, and you still got the nerve for me to look at this account and there was a withdrawal for $400 because y'all decided on a weekend y'all was going to go to Target.
So that's where that communication about finances needs to happen.
Target.
So Target. Okay.
Target 400. And this is back before we boycotted it. So go ahead, Mo. Go ahead.
But Mike, to your point, a lot of times women look at men who are perceivably, that's their role. You're paying the bills, you're doing this, and you give her a debit card, that you put no parameters on how much she can spend for the month or what your budget is looking like if it fluctuates from month to month. That's a conversation is very important, because you talked about the wedge or the divide where it seems like y'all are going further apart. Having healthy dialogue about finances is important. Even if you're the bill payer, it's like, okay, this is what I'm dealing with this month. You know what? I'm doing 2 or 3 less shows this month. So, this is where we might have to, cut back. I'm not saying that you can't spend, but this is pretty much where our cap is. Then she would be like, oh, okay. It's all about being in the know. If I am not in the know and I'm looking at you like you are the head of the household, you got this financial piece figured out. I got my debit card. I'm swiping. You haven't said anything, right? You haven't said you spent too much or that's too much for me to take on this month. So I'm thinking that it's business as usual. So with that, I would always implore you to have healthy dialogue about finances, not more so being proactive than reactive. Because now you're being reactive because she done swiped her card too goddamn much. Okay. Yeah, and then she's looking at it like, well, what the hell you mad at me for? Why are you walking around like this? I thought you had it under control. You the payee of the house. You the head honcho of the house. You gave me the card. So I think that when you have that that communication breakdown or non-existing communication about finances, that's a recipe for disaster too.
All right, take the comment down so we can see Mo's face. I want to make a hard left. Then we're going to wrap up. I'm so happy you're here. I hope that we can have you back next Monday.
Questions. She has time. People want to get. Okay,
I know, but we got something.
I know. This is good.
Because they listen. you. They don't listen to me.
I listen to you, Mo. I listen to you.
No, I'm questioning her too. I'm questioning her.
They don't be listening.
I'm going to make a hard left right now because I'm interested in your perspective on this. We did a topic. We played a clip, right? And we played a clip, and the clip was it a man or a woman? Somebody's ex had passed away.
Okay.
Somebody's ex has passed away. And the man cried, and when he found out about his ex passing away, he cried and he passed out.
Out at work. Mm-hmm.
And his wife basically lost it. She was like, I can't believe that you are having this type of emotional reaction to your ex. Mr. J Black said it was disrespectful to actually cry over your ex passing away. If a couple came to you and said, I can't believe he or she decided that she was going to literally break down in tears because an ex from 5 years ago passed away, and one of the spouses had a problem with that, what would be your angle? Not your angle, but what would you say to them?
What would be my approach? I got you. First, I would probably say, I'm sorry for your loss. Okay, let's just acknowledge that somebody died. Another human being died. Let's just start there. Okay, before we got into your relationship to that person. And then after that, I would ask him or her, what did this person mean to you? Because that's the issue. What did he or she mean to you? And then I would ask, do you feel guilty for something of how in your interactions with that person? Was there something that you feel that you did that harmed the person emotionally, physically, that kind of thing? Because when another human dies, I should hope that the whole world has a little softness in their heart that somebody has passed on. Okay, that's always number one. But then second, what's your relationship? How did you interact? Were you still in love with them? Are they the one that got away, so to speak? Did you treat them like trash? And you think, oh my God, I didn't even get a chance to say I'm sorry. Right? And so, and then for the spouse that don't understand why my partner is grieving so hard, well, here's a couple questions for you. Why are you jealous of somebody they haven't had communication with for 20 years, 30 years? Okay, that might be
is it human
an issue.
Human emotions, like LaShawn said, cry, be sad, but pass out. Like you get a call that your partner passed out at work and
I'm getting
ambulance. Go ahead.
I'm getting there. Yeah, I'm getting there. So again, the first one is let's check our jealousy. The second one, as we build, the passing out, do you feel like they just expressed more emotion about the loss of life of this person than they've ever expressed in your whole relationship together?
Yeah, perception.
Yeah.
That is a physiological response to, it might be whether it's grief or whether it's a compound of all of the people they've grieved, and they've compartmentalized it. And then this one person who passed away, whatever your relationship is, that it is very real. It doesn't mean that they love them in today, they want them in today. It just means that is a physiological response to what happened.
All right, so we got some complaints in the chat. Michael Sean,
I told you narrative been going in. Go ahead.
Yeah, when are you going to get to the men's questions and concerns in the chat? Y'all have not addressed a lot of things in this conversation, only letting
Aisha give her feelings.
Aisha give her feelings. Well, that's what we brought her here for, to give her feelings. So what's your question?
No, he had a whole bunch. He had a
whole
whole
bunch. Put one of his questions up.
We moved on though. Let me see if I can go back and try to find one or two of them. But he had a whole bunch of questions. Here's one earlier.
But what about gifts for him? He accepts what you give him. We're going back to the gifts. Why can you not accept what he gives you? The problem is this is too unrealistic. That's narrative dialogues.
Is that a question for me?
Yeah, I guess that's a question or a statement. There's a question mark afterwards. So he says, once again, but what about gifts for him? He accepts what you give. Why can you not accept what he gives you? The problem is this is too unrealistic. Your
Okay,
response.
so my response is it's not unrealistic. The reason it feels different to you is because you're learning something new. Let's just start there. And what you just heard me say was to communicate with your partner. So I'm not biased, I promise you. What I teach him is what I teach her. I'm actually a really tough therapist. Okay. And my marital couples know that. I require homework. And if you don't do homework more than once in a row, more than likely I'm going to drop you as a family. I don't have time to waste. Absolutely.
All right, is Ryan
So
in the back?
Yep, Ryan's there.
You can
So
bring him
how-
up. Bring him up. Continue. I'm sorry. Bring him up.
Okay. No, you're good. You're good. So how to answer this question for your caller there? Yes, she should accept his gifts and he should accept her gifts if they're thoughtful gifts. Here is an example. I have two great sisters. I love my sissies. They are absolutely amazing. But we all have very distinctly different personalities. My older sister y'all would love her. She's very charming. She's very, very pretty, all the things. But she likes music. She sings. She has this amazing voice. She bought me a wind chime for my backyard. And she bought it because, that's our sanctuary, remodeled it, a pond, like fountain, like the whole thing, right? But I know she loves wind chimes. I, on the other hand, call them noisemakers.
Okay.
Okay.
So she got you what she wanted.
Exactly. But she bought me what she wanted because for her, it's a beautiful gift. Her intention, her motive was to give me something that she considered beautiful. But for me, it's called a noisemaker. So when I got home and she was like, hey, how did you like your gift that I sent you? I said, that noisemaker? And she looked at me, she said, what? And I said, Sissy, I love you so much. I know it's a thoughtful gift. Here's the key, caller. It's a thoughtful gift because it was thoughtful from you. It was something you meant from your heart. So I'm going to receive it that way. But is it ever going up in my backyard? No, because it's a noisemaker. So now that she knows, again, communication, now that she knows it's a noisemaker, she will never get me another noisemaker again. See, we have to communicate. When you just meeting somebody and you're just getting to know them that first 90 days, 120 days, you're going to make a lot of oopsies. It's going to be a lot of dropping the balls, okay? Because you don't know them well enough. You have to ask questions. But after you really get to know them, then you can start buying the things that are meaningful to them and not just to you. That goes for him and to her. So no, bro, we're not going to be lazy in our adulting and just get her some football tickets because she not going to go and she going to turn around and give them right back to you. That's selfish. But you're going to buy her flowers because she likes flowers, even if you think it's a waste of money. You're going to take her to dinner at her favorite restaurant because you're trying to do something for her. When you're trying to do something for us, then you go on a vacation, you designate a day where we are going to go to the game and then we are going to spend time at the beach because that's something for him and something for her. We're going to actually adult.
Right.
Somebody, what do you say to someone that says, if you're not married, how can you give relationship advice?
I don't have to be on. I am not married. I've been engaged a few times and that didn't work out because he couldn't keep it in his pants. So.
All right. Thanks for being honest. Okay. All right. This is a
Absolutely.
therapist I like to talk to. I like this therapist.
Yes. So I don't have to use crack cocaine to know that it's going to kill you. All right. I hear that a lot. How can you do this if you're not that? Let me ask you this. All of your doctors, when the gentlemen go and do they bend over and cough, is your doctor a male or female? Does your dentist have perfectly straight teeth? Clean? Is your medical doctor diabetes free, high glucose free? Do they exercise every day and eat clean and healthy food? And better yet, the question is, do you even ask? So as much as I respect all of your callers, please don't diminish my profession. I have a legitimate healthcare license that I went to school and worked very hard for. My specialty is in understanding people.
We got you.
Yeah. And I mean that with love, but I want to put some respect on my license.
Brian, turn your phone.
But I think the other thing that people have to understand is that, if you're caught up on that, that the therapist that I'm working with has to have been married or whatever, then choose somebody that's been married then. But I'm
But
going.
no, I'm even gonna come against that because it's not about choose. I can put you with one of my clinical residents who is married and been married for about 15 years. But guess what? They're working underneath my license because they have 0 years of experience and they just graduated from college. So do you want the 20-year vet or do you want the 0-year person who's been married so that they can give advice from their marriage? Or do you want somebody who spent the last 20 years studying people and doing research and that can teach you how to communicate?
Okay.
And there's something called countertransference, right? We don't always have to have had the experience versus having an understanding or a at least some bit of empathy for what you're going through. You don't always have to have the experience yourself to be a therapist.
But the reason why I say that is because people say things like that in order to discredit somebody.
Yes.
And just like when somebody says to me, you're funny, but I really don't like that you joke about this, and then don't come see me. Because I don't, but my thing is, if you're hung up on that, if that's your hang up, you have the right to go find somebody and miss out on somebody with 20 years of experience. But the whole thing of trying to defend something, then don't come. Like if she's giving advice that you feel is useful, then take and work with it and get in touch with her, go to a website, whatever. But this little thing, I've noticed that now it's like, instead of pushing back on what you said, I rather discredit what you said so I don't have to go back and forth with you and actually get your opinion on something. So let's just say, well, you ain't never been married, so you don't understand. So that's the only thing. I agree.
How do you keep from being woman-sided? How do you keep from like leaning as a woman?
Because she's a professional.
No, because that has to be tough. Because that's what one of the narratives said there earlier. To be a woman, you lean your certain aspect to your experiences, and you can be more women, I guess, sighted instead of seeing the big picture at times.
I understand what you're asking. And you know what? I'm going to say that's actually a very valid question. You want to know, how do I stop myself from falling into bias?
Yes.
Is what you're asking. Mm-hmm. And the real answer to that is, one, I have to be a real clinical professional. Because when I'm a professional, then I'm looking at both sides. Because my job, when you come to me for marriage counseling or couples counseling, you didn't go to a divorce attorney. You didn't go to your homeboy or homegirl that hate your partner anyhow and want y'all to break up because they probably want to holler at them, right? You came to a professional. So then I must be a professional. And as a professional, they teach us not to be biased or, as we say, triangulated. I'm not going to get myself and my emotions caught up in your stuff. I'm going to stay on the outside and look at the entirety of the picture to guide you guys in the healthiest direction that you can achieve.
How do you feel? How do you feel when you see Cheyenne Bryant? And I'm not even talking about. I'm not even talking about the licensing and whether she went to school, whether she had a degree or whatever. How do you feel it does your profession? And I have listen, I'm a flaming heterosexual. I love beautiful women. I will find beauty in you. I will find, I'm that person. But when you see her after all the controversy, she does the video shoot on the boat and she's in a bikini. I don't know if you saw it. She's in a bikini and she's like, y'all still talking. How do you think that affects the profession on how women are looked upon in your profession? Or do you think it affects it at all?
It does. It impacts us. It's ironic. It sounds like you were just in my last staff meeting. We had a conversation about image and having some decorum and things like that so that your profession can always be respected. Because we would have a comment on our political professionals and the things that they do, right? And so she's a very pretty girl. She's a beautiful woman. But you know what? I'll just use her words. She's not licensed.
Gotcha.
Okay. So technically, she is not in my profession.
Now,
so I'm gonna let her do what she do because she's not, she's not credentialed.
Now, a personal question. Once again, this is not one of them shows where if you don't want to answer, you just don't answer. You just be like, I pass, and we go like, okay, and we'll move on to the next one because I don't want to put anybody in that situation because I've been in that situation. Being your experience, do you think sometimes it could be a hindrance in a relationship because you may be diagnosing your partner all the time?
And that may be why it didn't work, because you sitting there breaking them down every week. Like, geez, come on, Aisha.
Look, bruh. You know what? I love this question because when men find out, like I am single, I intentionally didn't wear jewelry so I can say, like, don't mistake any ring I have on. When men find out what I do for a living, most of the time, not all the time, but some of the time, they ask, uh-oh, are you gonna be, assessing me all the time and that kind of thing? And I laugh at them. And my number one answer is no. And and then they're like, well, how do you know? And that kind of thing. So it's legit, it's hard. It's hard for two reasons. One, when you are truly trained in what you do, and I love my career, I love my job, sincerely, I love what I do. It's like being given this magical ability to eavesdrop without somebody knowing you're eavesdropping. And then you are legitimately eavesdropping because people say things all the time and your brain goes, and then they say something else, you go, and you watch behavior, you go, And so it's just like ding, 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 ding. And you start drawing this map. Okay, so it's hard because you're trained to do that. Fresh out of school, like they pound this into us, y'all. Like they really drill it in. And if you had a really good clinical supervisor, you were trained amazingly so, and I did. So it's hard. You're right. It's hard. But if you actually want to have relationship with people, then you have to be likable. You can't be, you can't, like, if he hasn't disclosed it to me.
At your partner.
Yeah, if he hasn't disclosed it from his own lips, then I can't bring it up. I have to wait. And it's hard because you can be like, man, I see what's happening. I wish you would just tell me you frustrated. But all right, cool. If I ask you, baby, what's going on and you're going to tell me nothing, okay, then I just got to wait. I just got to wait. Like, I know I can see you frustrated. Ray Charles can see you're frustrated. But if you're going to keep saying nothing and nope, and I'm good, then I got to be like every other girl and just say, okay, all right, sweetie.
Before I take this last, I want to ask one more question because I'm gonna take a selfish minute. Is there something narrative dialogue before? He said he apologized earlier. He wasn't trying to discredit you.
Yeah, he wanted to make sure he understood her accolades and because it takes a lot to get 3 degrees and everything. He was just saying some of her responses to him was a little biased and that he wasn't really appreciating some of her perspective. But the majority of the room does like your perspective and think you're great and they want you here consistently. So
it brings about another perspective. It deconstructs the myths and the narratives that, oh, it's this, or it's not black and white, and it's not a one size fit all model either.
And I did specifically ask her a certain question, which would make her explain a woman's point of view. All right, not quickly, but I'll just want to ask you this. I have a bad habit, and I want to know if oversharing is a thing. I have a bad habit. When I get into a situation, I need to let this person know, especially if they know my past, especially if they've known if they've known me for being a comedian on radio and all that stuff. I need to let them know this is what's happened. This is what I'm going through. And not what I'm going through. I like to lay it out just so we don't waste time. If you're not built for where I'm at, we can just, we can pound it up and be like, cool. And we go about. Is it wrong to share too much too early in a relationship?
So I'm going to say it kind of depends on how old you are. Because if you are late 40s, 50s, and y'all trying to get together and do that thing, then she may be at that same space of saying, let's not waste time. If you're mid 50s, 60s, you get what I mean? Like, age matters, maturity matters. So let me just say it that way. Instead of age, let me just say maturity matters. It kind of depends on where you are in life. But if you're just word vomiting and you're overwhelming somebody, then maybe just slow down a little bit. Give them a time, give them a chance to get to know you. Slow roll them into it. Let them get to know you. Let them actually like you. and give them small bits of information. Not, you should always communicate, you should always share, but maybe just slow it down a little bit. Okay. And so it would depends on the person and how quickly they want to move.
If a guy is not emotional, does that make him a bad person?
No, but what does that mean? I see her face. She's like, oh,
the way you contextualize and the way you put it, you are slick with yours, Jay Black. You are really slick with yours.
I just want to know her thought. If somebody's not emotional,
no. Let's just say Jay Black is a wall when it comes to emotion. Jay Black is a wall, right? And just I'm gonna put a little of his business out there. Jay Black is a wall that submerges himself in everything and will not allow anybody in, right? And then wonders why the anxiety that he has and the sleep problems that he has occur. But he locks away everything. And his belief is, I don't need to share my problems with anybody because I don't need to put that on you.
So let me give you an example. Jay Black doesn't cry.
The witness.
Ever?
Jay Black doesn't cry.
I don't cry. I don't show emotions. I don't cry. I just want to know, does that make me a bad person? And y'all just
because nobody ever called you a bad person.
But that's the perception y'all lead to. That's generally how it is going.
Know that it is healthy to cry. It's healthy that there's nothing wrong with crying.
It's cathartic.
And I said that there's an underlying reason to why you don't cry, is what I said to you.
Okay, let our guest answer. Let our guest.
Because we have a guest.
Let our guest answer.
Present that to the guest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Licensed professional.
Okay, so Mr. Black, darling, who did you learn that from?
Well, I guess growing up, men don't cry. Like that's always been a thing. Excuse me. So I have uncles, and growing up, toughen up, straighten up, like suck it up, like keep it moving. We're a man, we got to figure it out. So I think that may have been instilled. So I may be deeply rooted, but I just want to know, by not being emotional, that doesn't make you a bad person. I need people to hear you say that.
Okay. let me clarify some of your words. Okay. I assume what your meaning is by not expressing emotion.
Yes, by not expressing emotion doesn't make me a bad person.
Okay, then let me expand that sentence a little bit further, since you agree with part A. By not expressing emotion in the societal expected way.
But why is it societal? Why can't it be my expected way for me? It's not
okay.
Societal.
No.
Like I'm not worried about what society.
I'm not challenging how I'm saying your question is, does it make me a bad guy if I don't express emotion in the way society expects me to?
Okay, others expect me to. Correct. Yes.
Because you want to fight so bad. You want to fight so bad. She was helping you. You want
no. I'm with her.
Because you want to fight. You want to fight.
No, I'm just trying to, because I don't like when people try to change who I am. So
nobody did that. Nobody did that.
I didn't know where she was going. So
nobody did that, Ralph Tresvant. Nobody did that.
I'm just trying to clarify your statement. Just bring some depth to your statement.
What people would expect or assume someone should be like, if I'm not like that, does that not make me, I'm not a bad person?
No, you're not a bad person.
Don't say
not
but.
At all.
Please don't say
there
but
is no, I'm not going to
okay.
say but. I'm not going to say but. Okay. I'm not going to say but. You're not a bad person. I am going to say, how do you express emotion?
That's why I had my hand up. Please answer her.
I'm an actions guy. I think my love, I think action, I think me doing for you, me helping figure things out for you, me being there when something's wrong and you need a solution. I'm all like, let's figure this out.
Okay, so you do express emotion. That's how you like to do it. You like helping.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me then what happens with your body, with your hands, with your feet, with your heart, with your voice when something sad happens in your life.
I keep it to myself.
Yeah, but literally, what happens with your body? What does your body do? How does your body respond?
It responds to what's next. Keep it moving. Figure it out. Like, I'm being honest. Like,
let me give you some options. Mm-hmm. Let's say that your favorite Meemaw Pawpaw passed away. and you spent a lot of time with them. They rubbed your head, they made your favorite cookie, cake, whatever, and you have wonderful, warm, cuddle memories of this person, and they pass away. It's their time, they live the full life, but they pass away.
Mm-hmm.
Does your emotional bodily response, do you go sit down and take a breath? Do you?
I'll be in my own world. But go ahead. What's the other option?
Okay, no, keep going. You be in your own world. What does that look like?
I mean, I share those thoughts and memories internally, and I have those reflections internally.
So you sit down and you reflect.
With me, myself, and I, yes. I don't want, I'm not putting that on nobody else.
Hey, I didn't say you had to.
Okay.
But you sit down and you reflect. That's your type of grieving. People grieve in a lot of different ways. So what I would like to do is help you remove the label from yourself. You do express emotion. You just don't express it the way other people want you to express it.
Yes, Aisha. Yes, that's true.
Okay? So when you grieve, you sit down, you reflect, you think about your relationship with that person.
Those
you think about
memories.
the memories, the quality time, maybe look at some pictures, I would assume, something like that. And you reflect. When it's time to help a person or solve a problem, you the guy, you the go-to guy, you the one that's going to make it happen. That's how you connect to people. Okay, very good.
I'm with you.
So you do have emotions, darling. You just don't put them on other people, as you say. You don't express them the way other people express them. But let's take off the label. Let's take off the negative connotation that you've actually absorbed and accepted. Because it's not that you don't have emotions, you have them. You just don't communicate them the way other people want you to communicate them. So my encouragement to you is when you're talking to friends and to loved ones or your wife or your woman, whoever it is, tell her how you communicate your emotions. Hey, babe, if I'm feeling sad or down, give me a moment. I'm going to sit over here. I'm going to think to myself. I may sit in my car. I may sit in my man cave, my room, my favorite chair, and I'm going to be quiet. That's how I express, something like that. When it's something to be done, babe, I'm your action guy. I want to make sure it happens because I want to make sure it gets finished. That's how I support. Okay. With whatever it is, just tell people how you do it so that they'll understand.
So he may not put this comment up, but I'm going to read it to you anyway. So Lady Q has chimed in, and she basically said, "Wife here, can you speak to the difficulties that this may cause or could cause in a marriage? Because if she doesn't know that that's your way of releasing or expressing emotions, of course she's going to say, okay, something's wrong here. This major crisis has happened. And you're saying, I'm not an emotional person. I mean, I don't feel anything. It happened and we're just going to move on from it. That's going to throw up red flags for her, especially for someone who cares and loves you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It will. And look, I'm going to tell you the truth. If it didn't throw up red flags, they don't really give a damn about you. So for somebody to ask you questions of, are you okay and what's going on?
No,
then that means that they care. And so I think what's going to be super important is for you, first and foremost, take that negative label off yourself. Do not reflect other people's words towards you. That's what they said. That's not what you believe about you. So take that negative label off. Stop calling yourself that, because you do have emotions. You do express emotions. You just don't do it. Exactly. And in your relationship,
and don't throw it back in my face too. Don't bring it back up in argument when you were. Don't bring nothing up like that. I don't like giving people ammunition, then they throw it in your face down the road. That's why you ain't telling me my business. But go ahead.
Your wife is not people.
I know she said I'm not people. I know.
Right, because you keep saying that, I don't like when the people, you really did. That's such a disconnective thought
statement.
It's such a disconnected statement.
Oh, go on, let her keep cooking. Aisha,
because they don't listen to me. I'm glad you're saying all of these things to him, because he needs to hear these things.
Okay, so
go ahead.
So you're married, and so how long have you been married?
12 years.
Yay! Hey, congratulations. I want y'all to come to For Better Marriage next year, okay? It's the Saturday after Valentine's Day.
For Better Marriage. Go ahead.
Absolutely. So you're going to be my special guest. I can't wait to meet y'all. But for you and wifey, she loves you. She's been hanging in there with you for more than 2 decades. And so I think a good exercise for you is to sit down and look at, and just hear me out, okay? Look at a list of feeling words. And I can send you a feelings wheel even, or, she can send you a feelings wheel. And I want you to look at a list of feeling words. And then I would like for you to think about, how do I express this feeling? How do I show this? Not how do they want me to show it.
Do I have to show it? Do I have to show it? I can't keep it internal?
But here's the thing. That is a showing.
Okay.
When you keep it internal, I want to know, what do you think about? What is your process? Because everything you do is not internal. You want to know how I know that? Because these people on this call know how you are. So you are publicly expressing something.
Wow.
Because if it were completely internal, nobody would have a clue.
Or
so
concern.
Right. They wouldn't be able to express a concern because they wouldn't see anything. They wouldn't think anything was wrong. So it's not completely internal. So take the list of feelings words and think about how you express them. Whether you sit and you ponder and you process to yourself and then say, this is what my process looks like. When I'm frustrated or angry, when I'm horny, when I'm happy, when I'm joyous, when I'm honored, all of those things. How do I express that? When I show love to my elders in my family, to the patriarchs, to the matriarchs in my family, how do I show them love? How do I show love to my children? How do I express love to my wife? Take a moment and write all that down.
Should it
When
feel
you
awkward?
share this,
Should it feel awkward though? Like awkward sharing those emotions? Sometimes hugging can feel awkward. Like,
Yeah,
is that
'cause
is that common?
well, it's common for some people who don't know how to be vulnerable. You just shared
Dude,
with
you
me
was born
that
in a prison.
You stop it. Y'all gonna stop messing with my friend. He my friend now.
You
Y'all
were
leave him
born on the
alone.
yard, yo.
You don't understand. You don't understand what we got to deal with.
No, I think she's on this. But what's the website? I'm gonna pull it up. You said it's forbettermarriage.com. Like, what's the website?
Yes, forbettermarriage.org. Forbettermarriage.org.
Something to you. I am hoping that he taps in to your ministry. I hope that he taps into For Better Marriage, because I think that we've had a breakthrough today. I think that he has allowed you. You've been vulnerable because you allowed her to peel back some layers and you weren't combative.
Because you're skewed when it comes to me. Like, we knew each other for too long. That's why I can't.
But wait a minute, how many times did I tell you that I can't provide any level of advice? Like, when I talk to him, it's very combative.
Yeah, he wanted to fight you. You see how he wanted to argue in the beginning? He wanted to. He is so defensive.
He's defensive because you guys are antagonizing. I done told y'all to leave my friend alone.
Thank you.
I've had one-on-one with Jay, and I've almost begged and pleaded. But I think that you have had a breakthrough with him, and I think that it's important, Jay Black, for you to find a good fit. And maybe that's why you don't, you shy away from therapy of any sort, because you don't have a good fit. I think that you may have found your match. Now, he does live in New Jersey. Do you do virtual?
Yes, absolutely. I've been doing virtual before virtual was a thing.
I think that you may have found your person.
No, because a part of me, I do feel things, Aisha, and I feel like, oh, I should be doing this or saying this, but I can't. I can't do that. It feels awkward, and then people make me feel away if I don't. But like, so I think I do. I think For Better Marriage, I think me and Lady Q, me and my wife, we should. I've never thought about a camp and doing stuff, a retreat. Like, I think it would be kind of cool to be around.
I just want to warn you before this happens. And I'm talking to you, our guest. I'm talking to you. We have run off a lot of professionals before. Like they've got mad at me, and they've been like, I've got mean text messages, and Jay Black has pissed off everybody on this show. What you're seeing now, everybody on this show.
No.
So I just want to say, when you delve, and this, I believe this is great, and I believe this is wonderful, and I think this could help with the anxiety. I think it could help with the fact that he can't sleep for weeks and months at a time and stuff like that. And I'm just warning you, when they delve into their relationship is beautiful. His marriage is beautiful. But when you start getting the intricate parts of it, please do not hold that against us.
Please come back.
When he explains, when he explains to you what's good for him and not good for her, I just want to tell you, please come on the show on Mondays. This is a tremendous response that you've gotten from everybody. If you can do it, we would love to have you here every Monday. If you can do that at 8 o'clock
minimum,
on Monday.
once a week. I mean, once a month at a minimum. Yeah, we can get her. Yeah, that would be good. Can you commit to that for bettermarriage.org?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Yeah. Mondays work for me.
Okay, you about to see a different side of me. What did narrative say? Michael Sean just joined the Pandering Bear Society. How? I tried to wait and see his talking points, but he has struck out. Struck out on, first of all, who the fuck is you to judge me on how I'm doing the show?
It's a safe space, Narrative. We'll put every comment up. We let everyone share their thoughts. Narrative had some concerns earlier, and hey, he's new.
Wait a second. I'm too women-centered. She had just spent 10 minutes talking with Jay Black, a man, and making breakthroughs. So how am I pandering when I just backed away and let Jay Black get these questions, because these are serious questions about him that he's trying to work through his feelings? So how am I panda bear now? I just think you've been dying to fight with somebody. I just think you've been trying to take shots at people, and I'm sorry if we didn't get to all your questions, but we didn't get to a lot of questions because we had a show that was moving, and I thought this was something educational for everybody. Okay, now, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
What's your IG? What's your IG, Aisha?
Holman Helps. HOLMAN helps. HELPS. Yes.
I have some referrals for you in your area in Texas, in the surrounding area. I am definitely going to send some referrals to you.
Well, please do. That's the highest compliment for any therapist.
Yes, absolutely.
We will see you on Monday. It has been a pleasure, and please just bear with us. Everybody's been on their best behavior, other than narrative dialogue, even though we appreciate you for supporting. Everybody's been on their best behavior, because I'm telling you, in a few weeks, things will open up. And who's that? What's that?
Oh, no, this is her IG page, Holman.
Okay, cool.
Making sure we got us some plugs there, and I want to go to check this website out for better.
You're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Our physical location, we have one in Irving and then one in Clarksville, Texas.
Nice.
But you can cover, but virtually you can cover the whole state of Texas.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Aisha Holman has bought a ray of light to Jay Black.
Yes.
And
that's my friend. Y'all leave him alone.
That's right, Aisha. We good.
And y'all good. Y'all good.
She got 3 degrees. She's been through it. She's been battered, and she's not like Dr. Cheyenne. She's legit. She has her licenses. She told me the numbers. She told me Google her numbers and look at
68715.
Go look at her credentials.
Not be offended if Jay Black somewhere along the line starts to question you again.
Write it down.
Credentials.
68715. I got you for life. 68715. So we can expect you on Monday at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll be back. Absolutely. This was fun.
Thank you so much. We have ourselves a resident therapist on the show on Mondays, and we will get to more of your questions next week, y'all. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
I love him. He's so good.
I guess we lost Ryan. Ryan wanted to talk about the Jay-Z
I don't know. His
thing.
phone was jacked up.
Ryan. Oh my God. What the hell does Ryan do? Like his skin care routine, he looks the same.
Oh, you got that from? Oh, you saw that quick. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Narrative wanted all the smoke with you, Mike.
Michael Sean seems to reward women in every bad behavior and panders a lot and go against the men. You obviously are new to the show. I've been fighting with these ovaries for years. I've been bickering with these ovaries for years. Yeah. Trust me. Don't even let me tell you the conversations about postpartum that they tried to cancel me on my own show. Don't even. I love this. So
that was a Miss Clark wanted to know, does she take insurance? Mo, when y'all do y'all stuff, do y'all accept insurance?
It depends. But the way she's set up with her own practice, she may take insurance.
I would be really interested. Like, I really would. I would do a couple. I've always thought about a couple's because I don't like other people, but I can. Lady
depends on if your insurance if she's a participating provider.
But to do a retreat, that could have some breakthrough in a different way. And I guess, is that the romantic? Yeah. What did she call it earlier? Romantic, making love romantically. We're doing tasks. Like, what was that earlier, Mike? It was whatever. Like, you could clean up the house and
you're setting the mood. That's before the sex, before you even get to the.
Yeah, she takes insurance, ladies and gentlemen. She does take insurance.
Okay, good.
Oh, Shawnee must have been watching. She takes insurance.
Okay.
Check and see if your insurance, if she accepts your form of insurance, and I think that you should go for it.
I think I will. I felt comfortable. I did. I legit did, and she wasn't all against me. Because most people be trying to be against you, and then that ain't cool.
No.
Yes, Mo, you be coming at me. You don't never see. That's why I said don't say but.
I'm not your behavior. I'm not your therapist.
This is.
I am Mo.
This is the problem.
I'm a friend.
I see the problem already. And I'm not going to wish it on you. The problem already is that when she does push back on something that you do, immediately you're gonna be like, oh, she's not who I thought she was.
No, because she's already on that mode.
Now she on that mode shit.
I already see she's going to establish a rapport of trust and being open, and then it can be received well. It's received differently once you realize someone. Yeah, see, Mo starts right off saying, "No, Jay, you're wrong," and it's like, "What? I'm not a bad person." She told me. Aisha said I'm not a bad person because just because you don't.
It's not a clinical conversation.
Mo, just because
your conversation with your therapist.
No,
there's a different conversation, Jay.
Mo, just because someone doesn't share emotions is not a bad person.
But you're skipping over.
But you do. That's why I'm glad that she brought that out. Sir, you do. You keep saying that you're not an emotional person. You've been saying that.
All scold me.
Plus.
Thank you, narrative.
Explained to you, she broke it down to you and let you know that you do show emotion. Now, it may not be in a way that other people understand, but your loved ones. That needs to be a communication between you and Lady Q.
Narrative been here one day. He said Jay Black say something and y'all scold him from being him. Thank you,
because
Narrative.
He's been here one day.
He's been here one day and he understood already my whole life.
He has not seen what you've done on this show. And number two, when Lady Q, I just hope when Lady Q starts speaking her mind that you don't catch an attitude when she starts sharing her feelings. When she starts saying, you have committed a crime, Sean Panda Bear.
Panda Bear. That should be
Panda Bear is a new term. I need that because if I pandered more, the show would go a lot smoother. If I pandered more, the show would go a lot smoother. All right, y'all. We went over. Let me see if we can get Ryan on tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go follow my new friend Aisha Holman.
Yeah, he'll be on tomorrow. All right, y'all. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. Understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed it will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in your life. Fight for your happiness and never let anyone, anything, any circumstance take it from you. God got me. God got you. God got us. From Michael Sean, Sexy Mo, Jay Black, Kamari, Amani, C Chung. Who am I missing? And Lady Q, WokeUpInspired.com. You want your merch? You want to put your vision on a t-shirt, on a hoodie, on a horseshoe, on an umbrella, on a life preserver? It don't matter. You can get it done. And while you're there at Woke Up Inspired, there is merchandise already there, ready to be sold and ready to be shipped. We are gone. Go on.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby.